at night, but we are waiting for the live, and we are good to go. Hey guys, how you going? So down Breakout Sport, we are live as Argentina will be taking on the Egyptians in a round of 16 knockout to see who goes through to the quarterfinals to take on Belgium after their trouncing win today over the USA 4-1. Whoever wins this game will be off to see them in the next matchup. Actually, no, sorry. I'm completely incorrect. Spain play Belgium. Whoever wins this game here actually plays the winner of the later on tonight game, which is Switzerland versus Colombia. So Argentina and Egypt, whoever wins this will play the winner of Switzerland versus Colombia. Now, I'm not going to be live for that game because that's on at 3 a.m. in the morning my time, and I'm going to get some sleep for a massive day of State of Origin tomorrow, but I thought definitely want to be here live for this one. Obviously, this is probably going to be Lionel Messi's last World Cup. I don't want to miss his potential last game. Not that I think that they do lose this game here, but, you know, the legends, our era, our generation is all beginning to retire, and you want to see Argentina progress. You want to see how far they can go, and if they can back up from their previous World Cup trophy that they did win back in 2022. And this is a massive game here because Egypt are going to come in fired up after a win against Australia, and let's see if they can compete with the big dogs, because they did struggle to get past Australia. I would still argue that Australia were the better team for the majority of that game, besides the last 5-10 minutes of, I guess, the second half, and then also into extra time. But, overall, this Egyptian team still has a lot to be desired, whilst Argentina, they should be expecting to come through this one with flying colours realistically. Now, before we do get into the team lineups, the quarterfinals as it stands, France will play at Morocco on Friday morning my time, Thursday for you guys over there in England, and Thursday for you guys in America. Also, on Saturday, we'll have Spain versus Belgium, which will be early morning for me Saturday, but Friday for you guys in England and America. And then we've got 2 games on Sunday morning for me, which is Norway versus England, and then either Argentina or Egypt versus Switzerland versus Colombia. So 2 games on Sunday, 1 game on Friday, 1 game on Saturday. There's no game actually tomorrow, which means that we are getting towards the back end of this tournament, lads. We are really, really close to finding out who is going to be the winner of the 2026 World Cup, which actually finishes in 14 days' time. So less than 2 weeks from today, actually. I think it's Monday morning my time, so 2 weeks yesterday is when we will see that World Cup final take place. So it is exciting times, but let's get into the 2-team lineups for this game here at Atlanta Stadium in Atlanta. Obviously, guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get it. So Argentina, they got a 4-1-3-2 here today with Emiliano Martinez as their goalkeeper. Defenders are Nicolas Tagliafico, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Romero, and Nahuel Molina, with the midfield being Leandro Paredes, Rodrigo De Paul, Alexis McAllister, and Enzo Fernandez. And the attack is Julian Alvarez getting a start here, and Lionel Messi, who is the captain. You go to the substitutions, Juan Musso, Geronimo Rulli, Marco Senesi, Gonzalo Montiel, Nicolas Otamendi, Facundo Medina, Valentino Bacco, Giovanni Lo Celso, Ezequiel Palacios, Nico Gonzalez, Thiago Almada, Giuliano Simeone, Nico Paz, Jose Manuel Lopez, and Lautaro Martinez, with the manager and coach being Lionel Scaloni. This is a very, very strong Argentinian team. When you have the ability to leave guys of the quality that is Lautaro Martinez or Nico Paz or Thiago Almada, Nico Gonzalez, fantastic. They've got a whole bunch of talent here on this bench that for a lot of nations most nations would be starting. Julian Alvarez hasn't even started every single game so far for the Argentinians. Actually, if we go back through their lineups in this tournament, against I think this might actually be his first start. So against Cape Verde, it was Almada, Martinez, and Lionel Messi up in the front 3 there for Argentina. And then in that game against Jordan, I think he did actually start because that was the one that they decided to rest a bunch of guys. Yeah, they did have Lautaro Martinez and Julian Alvarez as the 2 men up front there, with Messi taking the rest, and then still came on and still scored a goal late. Against Austria in their second game, they did not play him. It was Lautaro Martinez and Lionel Messi. He might have come off the bench there, did he? Yes, he did in the 63rd minute. in the 63rd minute, and then you go all the way back, and I know he didn't start that game against Algeria. I'm pretty certain it was also Lautaro Martinez and also Messi. It was Martinez, Almada, and Lionel Messi. So, yeah, so far we have not seen him start in a real, meaningful game, which just shows you the absolute talent that this Argentinian team does have. You look across their games. 3-2 win against Cape Verde. That was an incredible game. Really pushed them all the way. Had to go all the way into extra time for that one. It was 1-1, and then when it got into extra time, it ended up being 3-2. Just what an absolutely fantastic game. And Cape Verde really just played out of their skins in this tournament, man. It was so fascinating to watch. Against Jordan, they won 3-1. Austria 2-0. Algeria 3-0. So you have seen those first two games. They didn't concede a goal. In the game that didn't really mean a great deal to them because they'd already qualified at first. They did give up that goal to Jordan, but those two goals to Cape Verde are very surprising. So it does show that this Argentinian team defensively are not exactly where you need them to be. Because if we go and have a look here at Cape Verde football, I don't think that they scored a fantastic amount actually in the groups, did they? I thought it was more so a defensive effort. Against Saudi Arabia, it was 0-0. Against Uruguay, it was 2-2. And against Spain, it was 0-0. So they scored those two goals in the Uruguay game. But outside of that, they didn't actually score a goal. So giving up 2 goals there to Cape Verde, whilst an amazing story for Cape Verde, it was disappointing there for Argentina. So they're going to have to be a lot better here today against an Egyptian side that, obviously were able to come through on penalties against Australia. I don't think this is going to be ultimately that difficult for Argentina to get past. However, they did find it difficult to get past the Egyptians in the previous, the Cape Verdeans in the previous game. So, look, of course, you are going to be fancying Argentina. Of course, you are going to be saying, yeah, sure, they should be going through here. But let's see what Egypt can do in what could be Mohamed Salah's last tournament. Actually, how old is Mohamed Salah now? Mohamed Salah, age, how old is he now? So he is 34 years old. So, hey, listen, he may be still cracking around at 38. To be honest with you, he may be. Look, Ronaldo's there at 41 and Messi's here at 38. I think Lionel Messi is 38, no? Hold on. Lionel Messi, age, is he 38 or 39? He is 39 years old. So, there's all potential that in 2030, when we see the World Cup in Morocco, Portugal, and Spain, there's an entire potential that we still see Mohamed Salah. So this might not actually be his last World Cup. But let's get into that Egyptian team. So 4-2-3-1 for them. Their goalkeeper is Mustafa Shobia, with the defenders being Yasser Ibrahim, Mohamed Hani. Mohamed Hani, now, he's been a little bit dodgy so far in this tournament. He's given up a couple of own goals, one obviously being that one in the Australia game. Rami Arabia and Karim Hafez, with the midfield being Imam Ashur, Mustafa Ziko, Mohamed Lashin, and Marwan Atia, with the attack being Mohamed Salah, who was the captain, and Hassem Hassan. You got the substitutions. They've got 3 keepers on the bench here. Mohamed El Shanawi, Mahdi Soliman, Mohamed Ala'a, with Hassam Abdel Magwid, Tarek Ala'a, Hamdi Fati, Nabil Donga, Mahmoud Saber, Trezeguet, Hamza Abdelkarim, Ibrahim Adel, Omar Mamouche, and Zizou. So this is interesting that Omar Mamouche is on the bench here. And then obviously the coach is Hassan Hussein. This Egyptian team, like I said, got through that game against Australia. It wasn't easy for them by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously they got through to penalties, and the Australians just blown up in terms of, Tony Popovic's coaching tactics and techniques and all that kind of jazz, but we're not going to get too heavily into that. Point of the matter is that they did win the game, but they didn't make it easy for themselves, because for 80 minutes, the first 80 minutes of that game, they did only have 3 shots in total and 1 on target, compared to Australia, who had about 8 shots and like 3 or 4 on target, right? So, the final 10 minutes of that 90-minute stanza was all Egypt, but prior to that final 10 minutes, it was majority Australia. And then obviously extra time came, and Australia, their tactics and all that type of stuff was just a schmuzzle. And Egypt were definitely the better team in the extra time as well, before Australia just capitulated in the penalties. But Egypt do deserve to be here. At the end of the day, they do simply deserve to be here. But they've got to have to be a lot better than they were against Australia. A lot better, because if they come into the same style and the same play style that they did against Australia, they will lose this game by quite a lot. They will lose this game by 3 goals. If they played it the same way they did against Australia, because Australia is obviously ranked in the 20s. Argentina, on the other hand, obviously they're the previous World Cup winners, and they are currently in 2nd position on the rankings, just behind France there. And they've been kind of interchanging throughout the tournament and obviously pre-tournament and whatnot. So Egypt need to come in with a much better stance. And in their group stage, they had a 1-1 draw with Belgium. They had a 1-1 draw with Iran and also beat New Zealand 3-1. But they were down 1-0 in that game to New Zealand before obviously coming back to win the game 3-1. The Egyptian team has not been spectacular at this World Cup. They haven't been, but they're still here. They've still got a chance. If you are still here at this time of the tournament, at the end of the day, you do deserve to be here. And literally they do, but they've made it really, really difficult for themselves in every game. And none of the teams they've come up against are at the Argentinians level. The closest would be Belgium. And that was a 1-1 draw. That was when Belgium were kind of asleep in this tournament too. They've really woken up now, winning 4-1 over the USA today. They also won 5-1 over New Zealand to finish off their tournament there in the groups, and down 2-0 to Senegal with 5 minutes to go or 4 minutes to go, and then tied it up 2-2 before winning it in the 120 plus 5th minute of extra time there with a penalty against the Senegalese. Belgium weren't great this time of the tournament. They're definitely a lot better now. But I do have these worries for Egypt, and I think that there is genuine concerns there in this game against Argentina. But the positives and the benefits that Egyptians will think coming into this game is that Argentina haven't looked perfect themselves. They didn't look perfect against Cape Verde. They went to extra time against a team that was not even expected to get out of the groups. Now, they did get out of the groups, and they did have that 0-0 draw with Spain, which was incredible. And then to get to, they had a 1-1 draw, essentially, with Argentina, right? So, Argentina haven't been perfect. But I'm going to predict them to win this game. And I'm going to predict them to win it well, unless Egypt can turn up here and they can have a completely different game style to what they did against Australia, what they did against Iran, and what they did against Belgium, because and what they did against New Zealand. They need to be far better in this game. Far better. So good luck to them. We'll see. If they can find a way to win, great. But realistically, this is the second-ranked team in the world, Argentina, who won the previous World Cup, going up against Egypt, who are 24th-ranked team in the world, which is around the likes of Austria, Iran, Denmark, Uruguay, who had a really poor tournament, Uruguay, Ecuador, Nigeria, Turkey, and Australia. They're the teams that Egyptian is in that bracket for. So they're taking a massive step up here, and when we're talking about those, when we're talking about the quarterfinals that are incoming, there really isn't too many lowly ranked teams in those 20s. France is ranked number 1. Morocco, I think, is ranked 5th, are they? They're ranked 6th in the world, Morocco. Spain and Belgium, both ranked in the top 10. Belgium ranked in 8th and Spain ranked in 3rd. You've got Norway and England. Now, Norway are ranked a lot lower, but they've pushed themselves up into the top 20 now in 19th. They've gone up 12 spots. They've been absolutely fantastic to watch here. And obviously, England, they're in 4th position there. And then you go to these two teams, second, going up against, I think it was 26th is what we said. But then the other game between Colombia and Switzerland, not 26th, 24th. The other game between Colombia and Switzerland, now that's a bit of an interesting one because they're both relatively low, aren't they? Where are they ranked? Colombia is ranked 11th and Switzerland's ranked 15th. So no, every other team is ranked inside the top 20. So this is the problem here for Egypt. They need to play out of their damn well skins. Can they do it? Well, we have to wait and see. But it's a big decision to leave Omar Mamouche on the bench. Obviously, they're going to use him as a bit of a super sub later on in this game, and it is what it is. So let's fire up. Let's hopefully get a good game here and punch through into the quarterfinals, which is coming up in just a couple of days' time. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get into the comment section and let's do it. Short line says, let's go Argentina. Justin Sundo, get around your son. Gary says, g'day Blaze, how are you, mate? What a win for England. Premier League fixture on Saturday now. Yeah, it would have been nice if you had a watch today, Gary, as an Englishman. Would have been nice if you actually had a watch the game, eh, sir? Hey, oh boy, how are you going to miss that game? It's my favourite game of the World Cup. That England versus Mexico game was my favourite game of the World Cup. It was incredible to watch, man. Gary says, could be an upset today. I don't think so, mate. I really don't think so. Argentina should be winning this game. They really should be. Katipa says, go Argentina. Gary says, congratulations to the Aussie women winning the T20 World Cup. I think the other nations should scrap it out to face Aussie in the final. So far ahead of everyone else. Yeah, look, not many people in Australia know about that. Like what we always say, people aren't going to care about cricket here when it comes to the Ashes and the men's and whatnot, but Great to see that happening for our women. Absolutely. Short lines with Argentina 3-0. It definitely could be something up that alley, but Argentina's defense has been a little bit leaky in this tournament. Little bit leaky in these last couple of games. So they definitely need to set a statement here today. That's the worry for Egypt. The Argentinians need to set a statement for the rest of their tournament right now. Need to set a statement. Seb Watson says, sup, night shift. Yeah, we are on the night shift. We aren't going to be here for Colombia versus Switzerland, but with that being said, we are here for this one. We are here for this one here. Mustafa Zico should be good today, though. I think Mustafa Zico should be pretty on fire here for this game here today. Lily says, hi, everyone. Get around your Lily. For people who don't know as well in regards to this Egyptian team, the benefit that they do have coming to this tournament is that 7 of their players play for Al Ahly, which is an Egyptian Premier League team. 7 of them all play in the team. I couldn't name you all 7 of the players. Actually, I'll do that right now, actually. Who are the 7 Egyptian players who play for Al Ahly? Here we go. So the 7 Egyptian players who currently represent Al Ahly are Mohamed El Shanawi, Mustafa Shabia, Mohamed Haini, Yasser Ibrahim, Imam Ashur, Marwan Atiyah, and Hussein El Shahat. So 7 of their players play for the same team. So team chemistry works well in their favor in terms of that. It's something that most national teams will never really have because players are all playing in different places all around the world at different levels in big-time Premier Leagues or, Ligas and Bundesligas all the way down to your A-Leagues and your MLSs and your Egyptian Premier Leagues and your Ghanaian domestic leagues and whatnot. But yet, the Egyptian team does have 7 of their players that play for the same team. So that team chemistry is massive. Team chemistry is massive. But the game has started here, guys. And it will be Argentina who start off with the ball. Now, in regards to fantasy, did everybody or did anybody end up captaining Messi? I've ended up captaining Messi here. I did have my captain on about 100 different players. We had some people captaining Declan Rice the other day, which was just absolutely absurd. I think that was Highlanders decided to captain Declan Rice of all players, not necessarily one that you'd be thinking about for massive points. But yeah, I originally did have it on Mbappe, Blake, but I just think that Messi could have a belter here. And I'm on top of the league anyways, and I've had a pretty disappointing week, but I'm still top of the league. So even if I have a relatively disappointing captain choice, I should be sweet. But what's going to be interesting is to see how many people have got a full lineup for next week, because obviously you only get, I think it's 4 transfers. There's a free kick coming up for Argentina here in the attacking half. You only get 4 transfers. So you need to be very careful about who you're trading out. Like, for example, I couldn't get rid of Jordan Boss from my team. I had to keep Jordan Boss in from last week to this week, despite the fact that he's eliminated. But it actually came into my favor because I had Raul Rangel from Mexico and also Jorge Sanchez, who both got -1 because they gave up 3 goals. So I was able to switch out Raul Rangel for Emiliano Martinez in this game. But I also switched out Jorge Sanchez for Jordan Boss, who's going to get 0 points, but I'd rather that than the -1. So that does benefit there. It means I have 1 less player, but at least I don't have the -1 to my name. Oh no, here we go. Argentina are already going to get a chance here. Julian Alvarez gets his ball through into the box. Comes a little bit away there. Decent defense in the scramble by the Egyptians, and it'll come back here for Argentina. That's when the wild card comes in handy. No, the wild card you should have used in match week 3 because you kind of got like a free shot at it, because at the end of the day, you had the ability to completely change your team the next week after. So it was like a free shot at having a massive team. Worked out brilliantly for me. It was more advantageous to use it a little bit earlier in the tournament rather than leaving it for now. But I guess you can use it for now and you can bring him in and do that. But I found it more advantageous, and I found that most people were utilizing it a little bit earlier there so that you had that kind of free shot at it. They're going to whip this ball down. That will go out for a goal kick here for Egypt. Goal kick for Egypt. Seb Watson says, who's the one you don't like? Ashur? Yeah, Imam Ashur. Look, it's football, it's sport. I don't have any problem with him as a person, but when it comes to football, he's a very animated individual, is what we'll say. He definitely does like to be the character and the entertainer on the field, and he likes to rub in the goal when he scores it. So, yeah, look, at the end of the day, like, I don't actually have a problem with the guy, but it's just that we played them in the last game. So, of course, you're going to have those negative mindsets and those negative thoughts in terms of the way that he celebrated against us. And, you look, Australians are pretty annoyed because of the way that they came in and with very physical tactics where they were just diving into our legs. And we had one of our players, Jordan Boss, go off early in the first half because of a bad tackle that didn't receive any form of yellow card or any form of anything, really. But look, they got through. It is what it is. That's sport, mate. That's sport. Kunjan says, we lost 2 legends in a day. The passion I had before, now it will be no more. Nah, we'll see you next week, bro. Like, players come and go, man. The older you get, the more you realise that players come and go. People would have said the same thing when Zinedine Zidane retired. People would have said the same thing when you saw the likes of Johan Cruyff all the way back in the day, and Pele and Diego Maradona, and all these kind of players. When they retired, people had the same thought processes. But we'll see you next week, man. It is obviously tough to see the legends of our generation go. It's a free kick to Egypt here in the defensive half. It is obviously tough to see the legends of our era, but there are many eras and there are many players. Look, you see Messi retiring, you see Ronaldo retiring, you see Neymar retiring. The football left Neymar a little bit ago, to be fair, but we've got Erling Haaland now, we've got Kylian Mbappe. You've got all these brilliant talents. Your Harry Kanes and your Jude Bellingham. Fantastic performance in this World Cup from him for England. There's always going to be new players. And yeah, sure, you don't think right now that they're ever going to be of that caliber, but like, look at what Haaland's doing right now, man. Like, Haaland is capturing the world. He really is capturing the world, and people are realizing that he's a really good guy as well, and really down to earth, and just such an incredible talent. I think he's only, 26 years old, so, he's just got plenty of years left in him, and it would have been even better if he played for a better national team previously. Like, he's carrying Norway alongside other good players, but he's really carrying Norway, and he's he's part of this new era, this new generation. A lot of big players are leaving this tournament. Absolutely. But a lot of big players are leaving in every tournament. I remember when the Germany core decided to let it all go behind, the likes of Toni Kroos and Schweinsteiger and all these kind of players. And obviously Manuel Neuer, this was his last World Cup too. People aren't really talking about that because he's not the same as he once, I guess, was. But Manuel Neuer is a massive one that we've lost here. He's probably the greatest goalkeeper that I've watched in my time. Manuel Neuer, throughout his time, for many years, he was always regarded as clearly the best goalkeeper in the world. And I would say he was. Would anybody disagree with that? Would you disagree that Manuel Neuer has been over the last, couple of decades, I would say Manuel Neuer has clearly been the best goalkeeper of this generation. Oh, that's a free kick to Egypt here in a good attacking area. 6 minutes gone. This is a good attacking area here for Egypt. Yeah, Lamine Yamal as well, Blake. We welcome him in as an 18-year-old freshie. Hasn't really done an insane amount this tournament, but, he's still got 20-odd years left in him, you know what I mean? So, you just get used to, when you watch sport as much as we do, you just get used to welcoming in new people and new players and new unbelievable talents, and you won't lose that passion. You'll get older and you'll just respect it more. You will respect the changing of the guard, because everyone hates change all the time, especially when you're so used to watching these guys run around the field all the time, like Lionel Messi's and Ronaldo's. Egypt. Oh, damn, that was a little sneaky ball into the back there, but Argentina will be able to get it away. That was a sneaky ball into the back. Really nice pass there from Egypt, but it will get away. Legends come and go. Exactly right, Gary. Exactly right. I'm only 32, so this is my generation, my younger generation, the guys that got me into football. But I know that there's going to be guys that, will continue that love for football, like you, Erling Haalands, who are younger than me, who are younger than pretty much most people who are watching these streams. Oh, down to the left-hand side here. Here we go. That's going to be Julian Alvarez. No, that's Enzo Fernandez, and that will go over for a throw-in. The older you get, the more you realise that players come and go, but the love for the game doesn't dissipate. I have a hospital appointment tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll miss Origin 3. So annoying, but unavoidable. How dare you, Gary? How dare you, the decider, the big one, the big bopper, the absolute big bopper of them all, to see who takes it all away. Laurie says, morning Blaze. Damn, it's 4 a.m. here in Auckland. Yeah, 11:10 p.m. here for me in Vietnam. But I'll be on a very good time zone soon, actually, for international football, because I'll be in Kazakhstan in 1 week's time. 1 week, I'll be in Almaty. It's exciting. Never been to that part of the world before. Argentina with the ball. They whip this ball inside to Little Messi. Little Messi with a decent touch, but just a little bit too much, and that should be a corner. No, it's a throw-in. Nice work there. Yes, remember a young mullet Messi getting beaten for pace from Kaka. Oh, Kaka, another great name. Ronaldinho, another one that you can mention alongside that. For Kaka, but worked at his trade smarter, not harder. Oh, that's offside. This is offside here against Little Messi for sure. This is 100% offside. It's going to, flag goes up. Flag goes up. It would have been Enzo Fernandez coming through, but it will be offside. The pass was way too late, man. Way too late there. He missed the shot anyway, to be fair. Enzo Fernandez missed the shot regardless. It's a circle of sports. How blessed are we to have the opportunity to watch these legends play? Exactly right, Lily. But you know what the biggest confronting thing is that people do go through? The biggest thing for mine is when you watch a kid. This actually, my first ever instance of this was actually with Edinson Cavani. So I watched him when he was actually playing for in Napoli at his very, very young days, and when he was in the youth system and whatnot. And it was really humbling when you watch a young lad go throughout his entire career from when he was a youth prospect. You watch the entire career and then they get past it. Like they lose that killer touch that they once had, the quality that they once had, because age obviously catches up with them. It's one of the most humbling experiences to watch that whole career and then get to that point where they're just not that player anymore. And you're just like, what? How has this happened? So this doesn't compute with my brain, but it happens. And obviously I lost a lot of my love for Edinson Cavani when he went to Manchester United, but that's not the point though. I grew up with him. 10 minutes gone here, folks. Still 0-0. Obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We'll say Argentina haven't looked fantastic in its first 10 minutes. Gary says, I'm 58. I remember Socrates, Maldini, Rossi, Ronaldinho, Zidane, Zico, Kaká, Romero. So 58. So, well, you would have been 58. Well, you would have still gotten, surely, guys like Maradona. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned him. What years was Maradona running around? You surely would have gotten him. 58, that's 26 years older than me. Yeah, for sure, 100%. 100%. 20, oh, maybe you're at the back end of him. Maybe you're right at the back end. Or were you there during his peak, or were you back end? Kunjan says, do you remember dinosaurs too? Do they exist? It's a great question for a conspiracy. That's going to come away here for Argentina over the sideline for a throw-in. 86 World Cup. Well, there you go. There you go. So Argentina now with the ball at the halfway point. No, when the World Cup finishes, as in like when this finishes in 14 days' time, that's when you'll really, truly come to terms with the losses of players and all that kind of stuff, because it will be the ultimate culmination. I just hate that we're going to have a half an hour halftime show. It's just so stupid. So stupid. 58. Yeah, no, I watched him at Napoli. I saw him at his peak. Yeah, fantastic player. Maradona and Pele legends for sure, of course. Some of the best players of all time. Everyone's always going to say Lionel Messi and Ronaldo and whatnot, but people forget about Ronaldo because of Cristiano Ronaldo. So many people forget about the Brazilian Ronaldo. That's a free kick here to Egypt in the attacking area. Eric Cantona is one funny cat vids, but you've got to remember I'm a Manchester City fan, right? So I don't have that same affiliation with a guy. I had no affiliation for Eric Cantona. some people will say Roy Keane. I have absolutely no interest in that scumbag in regards to what he did to Alf Haaland. But the biggest reason is due to the fact that he has no sympathy or has no regret in regards to him intentionally ending his career. So I have no intention on guys like Roy Keane. But Eric Cantona is still an absolute character. Comes in the box here for Egypt and will be whipped away there. Can still respect the quality that these guys did have, but I just don't respect Roy Keane. Justin Sunner says they still love him at Napoli. Yeah, of course. Maradona would have loved hydration breaks. English fans aren't massive fans of the old Diego Maradona. But this is going to be a corner here for Egypt. I tell you what, Argentina have not looked unbelievable in this first 14 minutes here. Oh, by the way, Ronaldo fans are so easy to roll up. Like, there was a post before about Ronaldo on Dylan Page's Instagram, and he was talking about how, like, the only trophy that Ronaldo has never won was the World Cup. And I just put a little bait comment out. Oh, 1 second. Egypt put it in. It's a goal for Egypt. It's a goal for Egypt. It's 1-0 Egypt. It's 1-0 Egypt. Yasser Ibrahim has scored. It's 1-0 Egypt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's 1-0 Egypt. Yasser Ibrahim has scored and it's 1-0 Egypt. You are kidding. Wow, that's a shock, son. I was saying, though, that Argentina haven't looked unbelievable in this opening 15 minutes here. Haven't looked unbelievable in the opening 15 minutes. Egypt lead 1-0. Egypt lead 1-0. Did say this could be an upset. I have a feeling that you're not a big Argentina fan, to be fair. I have a feeling that you're not a massive Argentina fan because you said it against Cape Verde and you're saying it here. Like, look, with all due respect, sure, in a World Cup, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But I still think Argentina win this game, but it's just been a real shaky start for them. We all know what happens now at 1-0. Are you suggesting that we're going to... Please don't say the 3 words that I think you're about to suggest. I think I know the 3 words that you are about to bring up, and I beg that you're not about to bring those, because this World Cup has been the worst on this channel for hearing the dreaded 3 words, which Egypt could absolutely do, mind you. Like, Egypt could absolutely go into that, if that's what you're referring to. But they don't look like right now. Imam Ashur gets his ball inside, and then Argentina will clear it away. Argentina will strike back quick. I don't know, man. Egypt are going to go dark arts and time wasting. Oh, dark arts and time wasting. I thought you were going to say park the bus. Park the tuk-tuk. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do they have tuk-tuks in Egypt? Are they like a big tuk-tuk nation? I don't know. I haven't been to Egypt before. I don't know really about that. Surely, I think they do, don't they? They're the 3 dreaded words in this channel because we get people talking all the time about... 1 second. Egypt are in the box again here. That's a free kick, is it? Argentina need to wake up right now. They need to wake up right now, man. Egypt look like they could snag another, to be honest. Yeah, well, they're the ones with the intention as we currently speak. A prime Brazil Ronaldo chasing against a prime Portugal Ronaldo would have been cool to see. Yeah, but they're 2 different games. This is why it's like so impossible. Like, everyone's always going to be affiliated with Messi because they're watching Messi, but the older generation will always lean towards your Pelés and your Maradonas and your Cruyffs and your Ronaldo of the original Ronaldo and all this kind of jazz, the R9s. Whilst this generation will always lean with your Messis and your Ronaldos and the likes, your Sergio Agueros. Oh, boy. 17 minutes gone here. If you don't include Vince on company in your greatest of all times, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And you can't compare. It's so difficult because the game is so different now to what it was then. The whole game was so different. Like, could you imagine what Maradona and Pele would be like if they had the same strength and conditioning programs, they had the same, training regimes, and they had the same investments? It's just such a different game. Or the Lukaku's. Yeah, Lukaku's not going to be named upon this list. No. Romelu Lukaku is not going to be named on this list whatsoever. Ronaldo didn't lose because of Spain. He lost because of his own teammates. What? What are you trying... before I roast this into oblivion, what? You're blaming the elite Portuguese team outside of Ronaldo, and you're saying that it's only their fault, not... Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty for Argentina. That's a penalty for Argentina. That is a penalty for Argentina. Lionel Messi is surely going to get a goal here. This is about to be a penalty for Argentina. They were still smoking 20 a day back then. Bro, think about what Maradona was doing, man. We all know Maradona was doing at half time. He's onside. This is a penalty. This is clearly a penalty. Bang, see you later. As he goes, gets the ball, and then he will get tripped up right there. It's a Stonewall penalty. Tagliafico goes down. Fever heart's beating right now. Absolutely. But that is as Stonewall as they get. That is as Stonewall as they get. Here we go. Argentina strike back quick. Yeah, Argentina do strike back quick. I thought it was going to be a little bit beforehand, but... Okay, little Messi. Messi, man. Messi, man. Come on, little Messi. Come on, little Messi with the penalty here for Argentina. 20 minutes gone. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Little Messi with the penalty to tie it back up at 1-1. Little Messi. Here he goes. They lost because they had that manager. He's been in charge of Belgium and Portugal and did nothing. He was also in charge of Everton as well. Roberto Martinez. I think it was Everton, yeah? I think it was Everton. I have to keep muting because I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. So, little Messi to take the penalty. And he will... It's saved. Oh my gosh. It's been saved. Mustafa Shabir has saved the penalty and it's still 1-0. Oh my goodness me. The penalty has been saved and it will stay 1-0. And there's a yellow card here to one of the Egyptian coaching staff. A flare up on the near side here. Dude, that is an amazing save there. Like, it's not an amazing penalty there from Lionel Messi, but you wouldn't be expecting that one. Yeah, he's still on his line. It's a great save. He's still got his right foot on the line. Well behind it. Yeah, no, that is a clear and out save. That is a clear and out save there. Small Buddha says Messi scamming a penalty as usual. What a ridiculous comment there, man. Like, it was extremely blatant of a Stonewall penalty. Mohamed El Shan... did they just say Mohamed El Shanawi has been yellow carded here? Damn, he misses the... That is a pretty flat penalty, to be fair. Like, good save by the Egyptian keeper, but that's a super flat penalty there from Lionel Messi. Messi has now missed 3 of 6 of his last international penalties taken, yeah? That is huge, bro. Because now that's keeping Egypt in the lead. Like, there was no intention behind that penalty. It's just gone slightly to the left-hand side of the keeper, and it's just as easy as it gets. Yeah, very average. It's a very average shot. Very average shot. 22 minutes gone here. The Egyptian keep their lead. Alvarez would have kicked that. Well, Lionel Messi's always going to be the guy on the penalties, though. Like, it just is what it is. Leaguey says, Messi never my goat. Joey Johns on top. Yeah, look, I think Joey Johns and Diego Maradona, they are probably the two guys that you'd be looking at in terms of similarities, that's for sure. Joey Johns and Diego Maradona. Argentina with a chance, but Egypt will be able to clear this one away. If you know, you know, by the way, League. I'm sure you do understand the reference there, but if you know, you know. Too casual, Messi. Absolutely way too casual there. But good on Egypt. Ronaldo would have made that. Stop it. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. Can we not go down this path? Can we not? This is going to be a hydration break here. Hydration nation. Don't do this. Let's not go down this path. We've already got someone in the chat saying Ronaldo didn't lose because of Spain. He only lost because of his own teammates. So basically, no accountability for Cristiano Ronaldo. No accountability there. It's simply because of his teammates, not because of Ronaldo or because of the team in general, or because Spain, come into this tournament as the European champions through the Euros. Not because of that, only because of everybody else besides Ronaldo. This is the problem with Ronaldo fans. They never hold him accountable for his own actions. Like, come on, man. He received a man of the match in the game against... Who was their previous game? Who was their previous game again? Portugal football. He received a man of the match in his previous game, which was against Croatia, where they won 2-1. Now, he had one successful touch inside the box, and it was the penalty. One successful touch, and he received it. Like, come on. League says Messi missed that penalty because of his teammates by the same logic. Bro, it's just incredible. It's like people can't just simply respect that both these guys are amazing. Like, obviously, I have more of an infatuation with Lionel Messi. I love what Messi does. He's the undisputed GOAT for mine in terms of this generation. But people just don't understand that you can be critical of Ronaldo while still being extremely respectful and understanding that he is one of the greatest players of all time, and he has been a fantastic player to watch throughout his career and is the second best player of this generation, in my opinion. You can easily have him as the best player of this generation. I would disagree with you, but you can absolutely have him. But people, like, if they have an infatuation with this guy, they hate this guy, and they just don't enjoy watching their games. I get to enjoy both of them, and it's great. I just think that Portugal would be a better team going forward if they didn't have too many overheads right now. And the overheads include a guy like Ronaldo and also Roberto Martinez, and so many issues with that Portuguese team that they can't be successful despite having an unbelievable team. Aside of the fact that Ronaldo is unfortunately a little bit past it. He's 41 years old. Age catches up to you. If Ronaldo of 10 years ago was playing for this Portuguese team, I promise you, I would have Portugal to win the World Cup. I would say that Portugal would have won the World Cup if Ronaldo of 10 years ago played for Portugal now. And I don't think that's an unfair thing to say. Seb says, Ronaldo wasn't shit though. He was a bit leggy, but that team was set up so bad by Martinez. You have the best midfield in the world and they stunk it up. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Ronaldo wasn't great in this tournament. He wasn't. But like the game against Uzbekistan set everybody up for the false beliefs again. Messi cooking me right now. Yeah, he would be cooking a lot of people right now with that missed penalty. He would be cooking everyone. Do you lose points in fantasy for a missed penalty? I know you do in the Premier League. I don't think you do. Which saves me in regards to my captaincy. Do you watch football, by the way, Leaguey, or are you just kind of getting behind it because of the FIFA World Cup? 26 and a half minutes gone. And Egypt will push this ball around the back line. To be fair, Egypt deserved this 1-0 lead, though. Like, that penalty was stonewall, but Egypt deserved this 1-0 lead. They've clearly been the better team in this first 27 minutes. Yep. Paredes has been pretty good here today so far, though. Seems to be a South American style of penalty shot. Why am I saying Wendell Sailor's name in this chat? See what you've done here, Leaguey. You've come in here, you spoke about Joey Johns, and now people are talking about Buddy Tim of rugby league plays. Argentina with the ball just outside the box, and it's going to be Julian Alvarez. Alvarez gets away. A little bit of diddly-dallying. Huge football fan because of my European upbringing. Follow it closely, but don't watch full games. Heaps. Massive Sunderland supporter. Well, Justin Sundo, one of our moderators here, he's a huge Sunderland fan. Because his last name is quite literally Sunderland. Massive Sunderland fan. Oh, it's an amazing save from the keeper. What a stop from the keeper. Here come Argentina again, though. Headed just outside the box here. Imam Ashur puts it back and cleared away from Egypt. That's a massive, amazing save from the keeper. He's having a worldie of a game, Mustafa Shabir. Mustafa Shabir is having a worldie of a game right now. By the way, guys, if you are interested in like a football vlog, so in about 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be obviously in Kazakhstan, like I told you. And there's a game between FC Kairat, who you may recognize. They were in the Champions League last season. They may be in it next season too. But FC Kairat is the home team for Almaty in Kazakhstan. And they're second place in the league, and they're taking on Urubasi, and they are first place in the league. And that is, 1 second, inside the box here. Chance. That's going to be blocked away, and it will go straight to the keeper. Egypt, well done. You're doing well right now. You're doing well. But they're taking on Urubasi, who's number 1 in the Kazakhstani Premier League. That's going to be a free kick here to Egypt inside their own defensive half. And I'm going to be going to that game. So we're going to be vlogging that on Breakout Travel. And we're going to be doing a bit of content over there. I'll probably do the collaboration with my channel on this, the Breakout Sport and Breakout Travel, just to put it here as well. But I will be going to that game in, I think it's 24th of July, 25th of July. I'm looking forward to it. Egypt, no. They'll get headed it back to Emilio Martinez. Good thing about the tournament so far is Haram ball just hasn't worked at all. Yeah, you're right about that, actually. You are right. Out of the left, look at the urgency from Argentina pushing up forward. Look at them push up forward here. They get this ball across to Paul, and that will just get cleared away from Egypt. Yeah, you are right. The defensive side of things has not worked out. I guess besides when England had to in that last 20. Free kick here to Argentina in a pretty good area. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you both are Roosters and Sunderland fans. What a strange mix. What a strange mix, you guys. Welcome in, League. You treat this place like your home. So 30 minutes gone here, folks. Still 1-0 Egypt. Obviously, that thumbs up button, subscribe. Still 1-0 Egypt. Sepp says, they barely created anything. Bruno didn't have the ball ever. Brazil and Germany have come out this tournament way worse. Yeah, Germany look just dreadful. But we always expected that from Germany. We did expect Germany to have an underwhelming tournament. Brazil, you just never know, mate. You just never know. But Norway have come out of this tournament looking fantastic regardless of what happens. League says, reckon Morocco a genuine chance of winning the whole thing? Nah, France are going to do them over in a couple of days' time. France will do them over on Saturday. Or Friday, whenever it is. France are just too good, man. They scammed their way past Paraguay, but that was a tough game. I think they should get past Morocco. It'd be a massive shock. So little Messi lining up this free kick. He will take a shot and he'll put it on target. That was saved. That was a really good save. Or maybe that's come off the post there. Mate of mine reckons whoever wins France versus Morocco wins the World Cup. Well, I will say, Morocco haven't looked absolutely fantastic, and they've lost Saibari as well with a hamstring. Ishmael Saibari, who's recently signed for Bayern, has this hit the post or has this hit the keeper's hands? That's off the post. That should be a goal kick. He hasn't covered there, it should be. No, I don't think Morocco should be able to do it, especially with the loss of Ishmael Saibari. France should just simply get the job done. Argentina don't look perfect, as you're watching right now. England are a chance. They are. But I wouldn't back it in. But England are a chance. Norway are actually a sneaky chance of getting to a semi, but I do think England beat them. But it would be really cool to see Norway do it. Don't forget about Colombia and Switzerland. Who's the other game? That I'm forgetting about right now? The other game is Spain-Belgium. Spain are a good chance. Spain have not conceded a goal this tournament. They've not conceded a goal this tournament. Seb Watson says, Germany, Dutch, Portugal all home. When we played it in 2 games, we looked way worse than when we attack. Same with Belgium, an awful Haram ball. Almost out, then attacked and looked better. Yeah, Belgium have looked a lot better. They're perennial underachievers. Lily says, Portuguese here. Portugal played so much better in the qualifiers than they did at the World Cup. I agree. They just didn't sink as a team. Onus is on every player in management. Yeah, I would say that the onus is on every player management, but I will also say that the overhead of Ronaldo screwed this team from the outset. Whether you want to blame Ronaldo or you want to blame everybody else, it's a massive, massive part of it. So, there was a whole kerfuffle immediately after that first game where Portugal couldn't beat the Congo, and the Congo nearly knocked out England. But there was a whole absolute shambles in regards to, players' families and wives and Ronaldo this and Ronaldo that. And it was a mess from the start. And this is why I say it's not even specifically about Ronaldo himself. It's more about this is an unnecessary theme right now. They've got a good enough team to go far deeper than they did. They should have done much better. And yeah, they came up against a really good Spain team. Spain haven't looked extraordinary. And I think that they will be much better going forward. I do. And I think that if Ronaldo was 10 years... If this was the Ronaldo from 10 years ago, I think they probably would have won the World Cup. Did I see there's 2 Sunderland fans in here? Oh, no, there is, Blake. Yes. Yes, Sundo and Leaguey, both Roosters and also Sunderland fans. Actually, here we go. Sundo, I'm going to test Leaguey here. Oh, he did say he doesn't watch a great deal of full matches, though. If I say G was offside, Leaguey, do you understand that reference? Because Sunday, I'll never let him forget it. I don't care how many league titles we've gone and won. I don't care how many the Champions League or FA Cups. I don't care how successful we've been comparatively to Sunderland. I'll never let Sunday forget that G was offside. That broke my heart that day. That broke my heart. You cheating scumbags in the Stadium of Light. I'll never, ever forget that day that G was offside. Never for my life. That's going to be a goal kick here to Argentina. I will never in my life forget the day that G Muppet was offside and screwed us and scammed a 3-2 win in the 95th minute of the Stadium of Light. I'll never forgive the Stadium of Light for it. Never forgive it. Never forgive the Black Cats. Never. Never. Yeah, but do you understand which team I'm referring to, Leaguey? When I say she was offside, do you understand which game I'm referring to? It was about 15 years ago now. Actually, I think it was exactly 15 years ago now. Argentina with the ball outside the edge of the box. Fernandez gets his ball across to Lionel Messi. Good ball inside. Messi back inside. It was good passing. And that's going to be a throw in here for Argentina. Sheer weight of numbers there prevented Argentina from putting that one in the back of the net. What's the difference between Haram Defense and Park the Bus? Not much, man. Not much, man. Well, I wouldn't say Arsenal parked the bus all season, but just look at an Arsenal game and you'll understand what Haram Ball is. Park the Bus is the next step down. It's the next step down. But Park the Bus is only typically used when you're up 1-0 with 20 minutes to go kind of deal. Jose, it was kind of like... People really started to take notice of the words Park the Bus with Jose Mourinho back in the day. Been watching some Haaland content of late. Dude, he's taken over the world, bro. He's taken over the world. I think he's gained 3-4 million followers on Instagram in the last 24 hours too. Can't remember it beyond the context of beating City. How dare you? Yeah, it's back in 11-12. The score was 2-2. And we were in the midst of our first title race. And we traveled... I know we drew 2-2 with the Kolarov late strike later on that season. We were down 2-1 at the Etihad, and Kolarov scored a worldie to make it 2-2. I think we were actually down 2-0 in that game. We came back to 2-2 in the last few seconds. But the earlier game at the Stadium of Light, yeah, it was 2-2, and G was quite literally about 5 metres offside. This was before VAR existed, and it was quite literally about 5 metres offside, literally. And you can go back and have a look at it. Anyway, Sunderland won that game 3-2. It broke my heart at the time. I'll never forgive the Stadium of Light for it. We ended up winning the league that year, but I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. We are Sunderland. That was a great hate watch. Messi, Messi, Messi. Oh, it's going to go over for a goal kick. Jeez, that was a good chance there for little Messi. VAR didn't exist back then. Laurie says, got a friend who tried to sell me his Leicester City jersey. Any Leicester City fans here? What, he's jumping off the wagon? Oh my gosh. Diego Simeone in attendance. Come on, Egypt, will take this result. Yeah, if you're a team that's still inside the... Well, it's got to... worry you regardless. But if you're a team that's still involved in this tournament, you'd definitely be preferring this result right now. So throw in for Egypt. And Argentina will put this ball back into the midfield. I do feel like they need to bring on Lautaro Martinez pretty early in the second half. 38 minutes here. They haven't really gotten any big time opportunities besides that penalty. Not really had any big time opportunities. Give it Shawna. DePaul gets it back. And big ball across here. Oh, Tagliafico! Mustafa Shabir is having the game of his life. How has Julian Alvarez not scored a goal there? Mustafa Shabir is having the game of his life right now. Julian Alvarez was bang on for a goal just now, but Shabir comes down for it. He is having an incredible game. Goalkeepers in this World Cup have risen stocks massively. You know, Vozinha for Cape Verde. You know, you've had Haaland for Norway. You've had Paddy Beach for Australia. Who else? You got? A lot of these more unknown guys have been having great tournaments. This keeper will end up with 20 million Insta followers. Yeah, Mustafa Shabir. Let's go and have a look at his age and see if he's got any big-time contracts coming in. Mustafa Shabir. So he is 26 years old. If he can crack on like this, he could be seeing a nice little contract coming in for him. Yeah, look, I don't think that Matt Freese is going to be receiving any big-time contracts after his performance today against Belgium. Seb Watson. The keeper for Congo versus England had a generational game. Yeah, he was unbelievable. It was so unfortunate that he lost. So it's corner here for Argentina. I can't remember his name now. What was his name again? If we beat Norway, I'd take Egypt, Swiss. I'm not going to get to the next comment. And Lionel Messi, corner. That's going to be headed across, and that will go out for a goal kick. Well, look, it's not even that nothing's happening for him now. That was a fantastic shot from Julian Alvarez. Really powerful. I guess probably could have been more closer to the side netting, but, you know, Shabir is just stopping everything. He's just hitting that peak as we speak. 40 minutes gone here, folks. Still 1-0 Egypt. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for new round here. There will be no game tomorrow. The next game is actually going to be on Friday, which is France versus Morocco. That'll be an early start. 6 a.m. for you guys in Australia, 3 a.m. for me. Late one for you guys over there in England. Argentina out to the right. And that will come out for a throw-in. Argentina want to take it quickly, but they cannot. Mpasi, that's the one, yeah. Mpasi. I think it was Lionel Mpasi, wasn't it? Yeah, he was incredible for Congo. Finally, we can sleep in. Oh, dude, my sleep schedule this last 3 weeks has been so poor. It's been so poor. Especially on weekends when I'm streaming 3 NRL games on Saturday, you know, 2 games on Sunday. So many games, and then plus I got the FIFA World Cup. Like that first Saturday streaming schedule of 8 games rocked me, bro. Rocked me. I prefer Egypt winning as long as Ashura isn't on the field when it happens. He will be there for sure. He will be there. Who you got for Swiss versus Colombia? I'm taking Colombia, but Switzerland being much better. Oh, Chancey. Oh, Julian Alvarez should have got that. They get this ball back to Lionel Messi. Back to Julian Alvarez. Alvarez outside the box and over the bar. Not it right now. Just not it for Argentina. They need this halftime break to come in so they can really put it all back together. I will take Colombia, but Switzerland have been much better since their pre-tournament where they drew 1-1 with Australia, and we were probably the better team for the most part of that game. And then their first draw with Qatar, but then they opened up against Canada, and they've been much better as a team in the World Cup than their first game and beforehand. So I will take Colombia. They're just probably the more potent attacking team overall with Luis Diaz and the likes. And John Arias. I love John Arias. I think he's a great player. Oh, awful pass from Argentina. And now Egypt will get this ball back at the halfway point. Get around here, good. Swiss seem clunky like Germany. Yeah, Swiss aren't fantastic, but they're here. At the end of the day, they're in a 50-50 contest. But I will take Colombia. I'm going to back in John Arias for a goal. Forrest are looking at Mpasi. This is what I'm saying. All these keepers are getting huge, like these big team contracts. Fair enough, really, after that performance. I think it was it Hanover? FC Hanover that was looking for Paddy Beach? You know, we've got some big time contracts coming in. Free kick at Egypt inside their own defensive half. Jordan Boss currently being looked at by, I can't remember who it was, someone big. Obviously, Harrington looked at by Liverpool, and this is actually a free kick to Argentina in an attacking area. Lucas Harrington being looked at by Barcelona and also Liverpool. We've got, there was Nestor Irankunda looked at by, there was Everton. There was also West Ham. That's going to be saved here by the keeper. Should be Everton, West Ham. I think there was also Fiorentina. Watford put in a bid, but it was rejected because they wanted more. You know, we've got, so many players right now that are on the lookout for some big teams. Granit Xhaka will lead the Swiss to a win. Yeah, don't know about that one, Sundo. No, that's going to be a free kick for sure for Egypt. 45 minutes gone here. And I'm thinking this is going to be 1-0 half-time Egypt. And Bussy on 15k a week. I'm looking forward to seeing... how old is Lionel Bussy? How old is he? Lionel Bussy. He is 31 years old. Like, for a keeper, that's completely fine. 31 years old as a keeper is brilliant. Brilliant. What are we saying about the game so far? So far, Egypt have been better. Obviously, Lionel Messi missing that penalty was huge, but Mustafa Shabir is having an absolute worldie of a game. I still expect Argentina to win this game, but Egypt have ultimately been the better team so far. Because Shabir is a part of the team, and Shabir has been saving them like an absolute madman. And Imam Ashur is going to have that ball stolen away from him. And they get that ball, a really good ball into the mid. But look how many defenders are already back here for Egypt. Going down 1-0 to a team far below you on the rankings is always a nightmare. It's always an absolute nightmare. No, I think Argentina still win this game, but geez, they're not making it easy for themselves. Egypt did lead 1-0 against Australia too the other day. Before that own goal. So just watch out for Mohamed Haini. He's given up a couple of own goals in this tournament so far. Over the top here for Lionel Messi. Oh, good work there defensively from Egypt. Messi was lingering around that back post. That was exactly how I think he scored actually against Cabo Verde. I think Argentina should still win this, but they are making this very, very difficult. And Egypt will put that ball over the top, but that is going to be to absolutely nobody. This is coming Argentina. It's not looking fantastic right now. Martinez clears this one away. As long as I don't go 3 goals, because I want Martinez to at least have 1 point, man. I had to sub out Raul Rangel. Argentina, you should get very used to what we're about to see here from Egypt. He's gone down here like he's died. It's definitely rocked him, but it's not going to be this much that he needs medical attention. But get used to it. The Egyptians will be all over the ground for the foreseeable future. So he's going to receive some life-changing treatment. Look at the way he's lying on the ground as if like it's the end of the world. No yellow or red cards for Messi. Funny that. What are you suggesting? because there is this real weird notion that's going around people right now. I'm not saying you are this, Sean, but there is a real weird and strange notion as if like Messi has received the draw of dreams from FIFA, when the reason why he had an easier draw through is because they came first in their group, whilst Portugal drew with the Congo and then drew with Colombia and ended up coming second, whilst Colombia, obviously, they won those other two games, and obviously everyone beat Uzbekistan, but they won their two games and then were able to get that draw against Portugal, and that's why they came second. And then people talk about the penalties that Argentina had to win the World Cup in 2022. They were all penalties. All of them. Every single one of them was penalties. Yeah, he came back to life. I know, it's amazing, Funny Cat Vids. Amazing. The Egyptian player who was down, he just rose from the dead just now. Amazing stuff. It's a real miracle story. Truly a miracle story. Argentina out to the left-hand wing. 1 minute to go here of added time. Probably another minute added on after that for the play being down just now. Messi, he'll push that ball out to the back. What a crazy shock it would be, though, if Egypt did win this game. It would be a massive, massive shock. Tagliafico. Look at how many... This is going to be so difficult to break down, man. Look at this. Look at this defense right now. It is just ridiculous. Back in for Messi. Messi puts this ball through, and that's going to be offside here against Argentina. Offside against Argentina. This is going to be so difficult to break down. You're going to need to go to a front three here, Argentina. You're going to need to bring on Lautaro Martinez in the early part of the second half. Cini Lopez Cabral looks like hood business for Benfica. 10 million euros before the tournament. At halftime, I'm going to Google what are the big what are the transfers that are currently being rumored for World Cup players. There'll be another minute. Here. Even though there's been the 5 minutes has been done, there'll be another minute for sure. That's going to go out for a throw on, but nothing's going to happen in this minute. Cini Lopez Cabral was the one who scored that worldie of a goal, yeah? I think he was the one who scored that goal, isn't it? Egypt put this ball over. Oh, bro, I can't believe you missed that penalty. Oh, it was just such a weak penalty. Yeah. That will be the goal of the tournament. I don't think anything can really beat that right now unless it's like a bicycle. A bicycle will probably be the only thing that can kind of beat that goal. Because contextually as well, I'm still fuming Tim Cahill didn't receive the goal at the tournament in 2014. That will come inside the box. And honestly, should be a free kick out of the keeper, but either way, there should be half-time. Yep, it will be half-time. What on Egypt for that first half? Yeah, look, first half, and they lead 1-0. This is a story right now. Argentina are currently getting knocked out of the World Cup. This would be the shock of the World Cup to see the current champions get knocked away by the Egyptians, which would send Egypt to play either Colombia or Switzerland. Wow. Still annoyed and shocked that Messi missed that penalty. Yeah, absolutely, JJ. You know, that's not something that you would expect whatsoever. Not something you would expect whatsoever. But long way to go here. A lot can obviously change around. And we'll see how it all pans out. But obviously, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I want to go into... Actually, I want to have a look here at the stats here first off. Argentina will obviously dominate the stats here. So possession-wise, it's 59% possession to Argentina, 41% to Egypt. Shots 2 for Egypt, 1 on target. Whilst for Argentina, it's 7 shots for 3 on target. Like, I'm telling you that Argentina will still win this game. This is what happened against Australia. This is quite literally exactly the same kind of situation. Australia had 58% possession in the first half. It was 1-0 Egypt at half time. But Australia had 58% possession to the 42% for Egypt. It was like 6 shots for 3 on target for Australia compared to the 3 shots for 1 on target for Egypt. Now it's 7 for Argentina for 3 on target, whilst Egypt are 2 shots for 1 on target here. the passing accuracy is relatively similar. I think Australia was 85% rather than 90%, and Egypt were 86%. Everything is pretty much the same, and obviously Argentina have far more quality than what Australia does. So, I'm still fully expecting that Argentina find a way to get through here, but it's a massive shock regardless as we currently speak. But I want to have a look. What are the transfer rumors for players from the World Cup? Okay. So, Antonio Nusa, Tottenham are considering a €50 million swoop for the 21-year-old Norway winger following his Breakout World Cup alongside targets like Rafael Leao. But, what do you mean, Breakout World Cup, as if, this... We don't know how great he's already been. Antonio Nusa, okay, sure. But he's been known for a while. Gilberto Mora. Okay. Oh, yeah, the young 17-year-old Mexican midfielder. Liverpool are reportedly ahead of Manchester United in the race to sign the 17-year-old Mexican midfield prodigy. Vozinha into Miami are exploring a move for Cape Verde's veteran goalkeeper to team up with Lionel Messi. Christian Romero, the Argentina defender, is reportedly targeting a move to Barcelona. World Cup always acts as a major catalyst for play movement. Shit, Sherlock. Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez, Man City's Ruben Diaz, and France's Michael Olise are all heavily linked with move to European giants like Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and Real Madrid. Give all players. Funny Cat Vid says, just shows the class of the Socceroos considering we drew with Egypt and they're now beating Argentina. Sure, but also wait for the second half. Wait for the second half to see. Egypt were also down 1-0 to New Zealand before finding a way to come through over the top there. This is football. These kind of things do happen. So Jan Diomande from Ivory Coast valued at a staggering €100 million by RB Leipzig after a spectacular showing, drawing heavy interest from Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool. Wow. €100 million. The transfer market nowadays is insane. Diomande is worth double Antonio Nusa, which is wild to me. Rayan from Brazil, the 19-year-old AFC Bournemouth forward, carries an €80 million projection, linked with sides like Arsenal, AC Milan, and Paris Saint-Germain. Alexander Isak locked in a contract standoff with Newcastle United over unfulfilled promises, with Liverpool monitoring his situation. What? What are you talking about? Rafael Leao, monitored by top-tier European clubs. Caleb Yarenki from Ghana, valued around €30 million. The FC Nordsjælland midfielder is a hot target for Man United, Real Madrid, and Arsenal. Yes, Bouyadi from Morocco. Yeah, the 18-year-old Lille Salat is firmly on Chelsea's radar. Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea, but talks about Real Madrid. There was also talk about Manchester City, but I don't know. That's probably not going to be happening. Mark Guehi, a massive defensive transfer battle is brewing between Liverpool and Newcastle to sign him from Crystal Palace. Google is the worst, bro. Google is the worst. Google is the worst. It's just given me Mark Guehi. A massive defensive transfer battle is brewing between Liverpool and Newcastle United to sign him from Crystal Palace. Bro, Mark Guehi is at Manchester City. It's unreal. It really is unreal. I'm going to type it in. Guehi is at Manchester City. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Can you imagine Vozinha in Miami with Miami Beach? That might be GG's. Might be GG's. Having completed $20 million transfer from Crystal Palace back in January 2026. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What are you talking about? What an absolute ridiculousness. I do understand that Ruben Diaz is on the targets of Bayern and Paris Saint-Germain, though. What about Australian players? Let's have a look at this. Australian players. So, Lucas Harrington, Barcelona and Liverpool. That's right. Chakati was a massive one. So, Alessandro Chakati, who plays for Parma. So, Newcastle United, Atletico Madrid and Bologna, and even Paris Saint-Germain are following his efforts after what happened against Turkey. So, yeah, there's some big clubs there. Newcastle, Atletico Madrid, Bologna and Paris Saint-Germain for potentially Chakati. Erin Kunda. Watford reportedly knocked back a $10 million opening bid from a newly promoted Premier League club, demanding a much higher fee. Meanwhile, West Ham and Villarreal are actively tracking the explosive 20-year-old winger. And Jordan Boss for Feyenoord. Yeah, that's right. Leeds are looking to sign Jordan Boss. Huge one. If he goes to Leeds, that's massive, bro. Rumours suggest a move may depend entirely on whether he is guaranteed a starting spot, as he is currently in line to play UEFA Champions League football with Feyenoord next season. Absolutely. There'd be no point leaving. There would be absolutely no point leaving if you don't get a starting spot. No point leaving whatsoever. Yeah, Google needs to update a lot of stats, and even Translate needs updating on languages too. Oh, trust me, I know the problems with the old translation. I know the problems with the old translation. Don't worry about that. Watford wants 60 million. No way, 60 million. Nah. How much? No way. 60 million? No way. There's no way that Eden Kunda is above Antonio Nusa. How much is Watford asking for Eden Kunda? That's an absolute dream. They're dreaming. Eden Kunda. No way. How much is Watford asking for Eden Kunda? Yeah, no. They're currently demanding between 20 and 30 million euros, approximately 25 million to sell Nesri and Nkunda. That makes a lot more sense. 60 million was never happening. That's above Antonio Nusa, who is a far bigger prospect as we currently speak. And Bayern Munich actually have a clause too. So when Watford bought Aaron Kunda from Bayern Munich, the German Giants inserted a massive 50% sell-on clause. So no matter what Watford sell him for, Bayern will receive 50% of it, which is just massive for them. So yeah, you would need to be seeing probably about 25, 30, because then that means they'd be getting about 15, 12 and a half kind of deal. They'd probably more so get around that 20, but I won't lie. If they were going to get something, they'd probably get around the 20. Eden Kunda got a 10 million offer, I think, which got denied. Yeah, he got a 10 million offer from Hull City. It was Hull who 8 million up front and 2 million add-ons, which Watford promptly rejected because it fell well short of their valuation. Yeah, but Fiorentina, West Ham, and Villarreal are all knocking on the door. That'd be cool to see him at West Ham, but like either way, that's still a championship team. But West Ham probably do bounce straight back up. I wouldn't be surprised. I think West Ham, they go down, they come straight back up. 100%. But valuations are crazy nowadays. But I think that 30 mil, 20 to 30 mil is probably fair. I just don't know if West Ham have the money. I don't know if West Ham will have the money, because they've got a significant wage deficit that they'll need to adjudicate for with the drop-off. Villarreal would be massive. Where did Villarreal finish last year? Villarreal table for 25, 26. So Villarreal ended up coming third. Would love that. Would love that. Why would you have Eden Kunda at Arsenal? They've got Leandro Trossard. Leandro Trossard's in his position. So Villarreal came third. Yeah, Barca came first. They were 14 points behind Real, who were in second. But still, that's fantastic. I would love for Eden Kunda to go to... That's a very different league, though. Like, does that suit Eden Kunda? Does that league suit Eden Kunda? Maybe. Maybe to be fair. He's got the speed. He's got the old pace of Mundos. Either way, just get him to a big team. Get him somewhere big. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to see. But still half-time, 1-0 Egypt here. Still 1-0 to Egypt. Big shock potentially incoming here. I just want to make sure that Messi didn't lose any points for that penalty miss. Because I know in Premier League Fantasy, you do lose points for penalty miss, but I don't think he has. No, he hasn't. 52 minutes played, so no, they've already given him that 1 point. Back again. Gary, were you here for the goal? Were you here for the Egyptian goal? I can't remember. We're just currently talking about like transfer valuations right now and the players of this World Cup, because Mustafa Shabir has been incredible in this game for Egypt, and all the goalkeepers across this World Cup have been unbelievable. Leland Mpasi for Congo, Mustafa Shabir here for Egypt, Patrick Beach for Australia. Actually, who was the one that Patrick Beach? What about Patrick Beach? I think it was Hanover. Hold on. So, Patrick Beach is currently linked with a major summer move to German club Hannover 96 following his heroic breakout performance for Australia at the World Cup. Rumours heavily tie Beach to a move to Hannover 96. Reports indicate that a framework for a European move may have been quietly put in motion prior to the tournament, with his price tag surging afterwards. He's also appeared as a prospective low-cost target on the radar of Premier League club Brighton Hove Albion, whose fans have noted him as an ideal replacement should their starting keeper depart. Beach was statistically one of the most effective shot stoppers of the World Cup. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, on your Popovic knob, preventing more goals than any other keeper in the tournament. Preventing more goals, 2.2 than any other keeper in the tournament. This included an incredible 8 save day performance and a 2-0 win over Turkey. Yeah, you're fantastic. He's the best shot stopper in the World Cup statistically this World Cup, and yet they take him out again in the penalties. He's unbelievable, Popovic. It just infuriates me. It just infuriates me. It just infuriates me. While Beach acknowledged there is widespread interest out there, he's noted that he still has 2 years remaining on his contract with Melbourne City and is letting his agent manage the mounting European offers. I guarantee you he goes. I guarantee it. Wonder what the Socceroos could have done against Argentina. It wouldn't have been pretty. Because I don't believe in Tony Popovic. So, don't let this... Again, Australia were down 1-0 to Egypt in the first half too. And look, Argentina have had a penalty. Yeah, they've missed it, but there's a whole second half here to go. Let's just wait for the second half to happen before we start making huge old judgment calls. But no, I don't believe in Tony Popovic, so that probably would have been still ugly. He's just a clown. He really is, Popovic. He's just a clown. It was all just about himself, because it makes no sense. It doesn't make sense, the decisions that he made. Like, Patrick Beach statistically was the best shot stopper in this World Cup. Statistically. And yet you took him out for penalties. For a guy that 4 years ago was substituted out on penalties for Andrew Redmayne. So we're still just waiting here for the second half. It's about to start up any moment now, though. Oh, I'd really love that Eden Kunde to Villarreal move. Is Eden Kunde to Villarreal likely? I want to see how much interest there is from Villarreal. A transfer to Villarreal is currently unlikely unless the Spanish club significantly increases its financial package. Reports from Spanish outlet Ficajes indicate that Villarreal readied an opening bid of £10 million because Watford recently knocked back an identical £10 million package from Hull City. Villarreal's initial valuation falls far short of what is required. 10 million is far below what Eden Kunde is worth. Because Watford owes Bayern Munich a massive 50% cut of any future sale, they're completely unwilling to entertain a lowball £10 million offer. Well, 10 million is too low anyway in today's climate. Because they'd only be getting 5 mil out of that. Even Messi missed against Egypt. Don't know why everybody was angry at Harrington. Nobody was angry at Harrington. That wasn't the issue at all. What are you talking about, Aussie Spaceman? Everyone was extremely supportive of an 18-year-old stepping up to take that kick. Nobody was blaming Harrington. There was nowhere that was really blaming Harrington at all. Everyone was blaming Tony Popovic and the decision to set the lineup pre-game in terms of it all being our defenders. Imam Mashour comes off here, by the way, for Egypt. They're going to bring on a much defensive team here for the second half. You watch. Hamdi Fati comes on. Yeah, you watch. No, that's completely not true. Harrington wasn't crucified for his penalty miss. People were saying, why is there an 18-year-old coming up to take the most crucial penalty of a World Cup shootout? That's not having a go at him. Would Australia take a European manager? I just want somebody who's going to give us a chance and actually give us an attacking opportunity. Would have taken back Ange if it was possible, but obviously he's now at Al Nassr with Ronaldo. I think there was even a chance of another one of our players going to Al Nassr. Someone was linked. I can't remember. But anyway, Egypt with the ball. We start off for the second half here, and Argentina get it back quickly. Argentina put this ball inside the box, and easy defense there for the Egyptians. You're going to see a lot of attack here from Argentina in the second half. It's going to be all Argentina. You wait. Jay just tipped Argentina to win and Messi to score him a multi with Belgium to win yesterday and send a win. Just Argentina to win. Well, good luck. All right, so it's Egypt with this ball, and they're going to keep the same lineup here, Argentina. I really think that you should bring on Lautaro Martinez. I think you need to go for the attack early here because Egypt are going to go all defensive from the outset. They're not going to be looking for another goal. They are going to be looking for the complete defense from the outset. It's what they did against Australia. They're not going to show any intention going forward at the moment. And that will just come down here for an easy ball for Argentina. This is what we're talking about. It's going to be like this predominantly for this second half. It just comes down to if Argentina can find a way to break through them. And Paredes, Molina, De Paul, and back into the midfield. Can they find a way to break through 11 Egyptians defending for 45 minutes? And they'll get this ball across. Imam Ashur going off tells you everything you need to know in regards to what their tactics are for this game. And that's going to be Lionel Messi just outside the box. Lee says they're going to bring it on now. Let's see if Egypt can handle it. Lionel Messi inside the box. Puts it out. Oh, straight to the keeper of Mustafa Shabir. And DePaul cannot get that one on either side of him. Too easy there for Shabir. And DePaul goes for a whack, but just doesn't get any real power behind that or any placement. You haven't seen one bad goalkeeper all World Cup. Everyone's too good. Did you watch the USA game today? Did you watch Matt Freese's performance today for the Americans? What time are you on in the game, mate? Trying to seek TV. 47:27, 47:28, 47:29, 47:30. And Argentina, they'll give away a free kick here to Egypt. I don't know. I think that's a bit of a dive there. Tagliafico. Yeah, he's confused. I think that was a dive here from Hassan. Is there literally anyone in Oz who still backs Popper? Surely he gets the flick off the back of this World Cup. I don't think they're going to make a change prior to the Asia Cup. I think they're going to give him one final opportunity in January. And then if it doesn't work out, I think that's when they'll give him the flick. I don't think that they're going to sack Tony Popovich before the Asia Cup. It's just too short, man. Like, that's, 6 months, and I don't think they're going to throw it away. I don't think they will. You watch teams like Saudi. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. Little Messi in the box. Little Messi in the box, but nobody else there with him, and that's going to be a corner. No goal kick. They'll change this if necessary, but it will be a goal kick. I'm sure they'll leave Popovich for the Asia Cup in January. So good the Americans went out of the suspended red card. FIFA is so corrupt. I blew up about that, man. I'm not going to go too heavy into it now. I've already blown up about that one. Just ridiculous. And then Trump came out publicly and said that he believed... he didn't even know what a red card was, by the way. He literally said that. But he didn't even believe it was a foul. Like, bro. Not a foul? Are we serious? Are we serious? Not a foul. That was the most red card that ever did red card. It was direct studs into the ankle. Okay, it's amazing, but not even a foul is the most insane thing I've heard. Argentina. And now they'll push this ball out to the left. They're not going back to Graham Arnold. Argentina will go forward. He also called the referee corrupt and questionable. Did see that, yeah. They put this ball inside. Good ball, but it doesn't go to an Argentina player. And Egypt can now try and counter. They can try and counter here. If they take a 2-0 lead here, my gosh, will Argentina be under a lot of stress. Kagami says, the mighty Egypt goes from destroying Aussies' hopes to Argentina's. Yeah, Wolves. Oh, I know who you are, man. Wow, this is actually it's interesting. Do you really have that much of no life to create a fake account here because you got hidden on the last stream for being just a knob for no reason? You create a fake account here to come back. Like you're obviously obsessed with this channel, so welcome to the party. Thanks for helping the analytics here, man. But really, like, bro, you're sad, man. I think you do need to get a life, my man. I think you do. Really? Your team, your international team is in a World Cup and your first thought is this channel and coming over here just to be a dick for no reason? Incredible, bro. I think you need to take a good look at the mirror, my man. I think there's a lot more enjoyable things you could be doing, like watching the game with your mates, rather than creating fake accounts online, man. But good luck with everything. God bless you, man. God bless you. You obviously need it. Sean says peanut. Yeah, he is a peanut. Argentina, Egypt, and he'll come back out here for Argentina. But it's people like this that make it so enjoyable when this game probably goes against him. Argentina will whack this ball across. And that will be a free kick here to Argentina in an attacking area. His life accomplishment is rage bait successful. And that's when you know that someone's failing at life. When they create fake accounts to try and get rage bait online. Well done, bro. It's time to probably get a job, my man. Gary says, I feel for the USA player as he had nothing to do with the red card saga aside from being sent off. He was quite embarrassed when being interviewed. I had no problem with Balogan. I also, fun fact, I don't even have a problem with Trump. I have a problem with Infantino. Infantino should have said no. I'll be punched away here for myself. He's been incredible today. I don't actually have the problem with Trump, and I definitely don't have the problem with Balogan. I don't have the problem with the USA. I have the problem with Infantino. He is as corrupt as they come. That's the issue. Wow. Big shot there from Argentina. It will go over the bar, and it will be a goal kick. Nah, it's not that he hates the Aussies. It's just that he wasn't able to spam his Egyptian circle jerk in the previous stream and is now obsessed. And he'll create another fake account, Aussie Spaceman. Don't you worry. He'll create another fake account because he doesn't have any mates to watch the game with. Because if he did, he wouldn't be here. Hi, how you going? Get around your Lisbeth. Yeah, just watching a late night game here between Argentina and Egypt in a knockout game, round of 16. Whoever wins this plays Switzerland, Colombia, and right now the big upset is happening. Egypt will get this ball in, and Argentina will now clear it away. And Argentina push forward through the middle. Oh, yeah, the referee is going to get in the way there, so it's going to be Argentina ball. Game's not over yet, dude. No, there's always people who come in. They jump on a gun. They always jump the gun. 37 minutes still to go here. And they'll whip this ball across. Lionel Messi, he'll push this ball out to the left. What's the corruption transfer going rate for the officials now? Easy, 60 million. Easy. They whip this ball in. Fernandez puts it across. That's not going to be anywhere near an Argentina attacker. And little Messi will get this one. Messi is deeper as we currently speak than he would typically be. I just don't know why they haven't brought on Lautaro Martinez yet. I don't know why. Good defense there from Argentina to prevent that to prevent the counter. Oh, Argentina have kept this ball here. How did Argentina even end up with that? It's going to be a throw-in here for Egypt. But how did Argentina even end up with that ball just then so quickly? That must have been an awful throw-in. Has he just called a yellow card? No, it's not a yellow card. So throw-in for Egypt. And they just boot it forward. Oh, I just don't think that's the way. I think you've got to hold some possession here, Egypt. Salah has lost his pace. Yeah, well, we've known that. The only time Salah really did anything in that game, well, he did get that Panenka, but like aside of that, like the only time he really did anything was in the last 5 minutes of that regulation against Australia. That's a free kick here to Argentina in a really dangerous area. Free kick in a really dangerous area here. Lionel Messi will be taken down. Yeah, definite free kick. He just goes completely across him. I tell you what, it's going to be good to get some real good sleep over these next couple of nights before we do get into some very late games for the quarterfinals. 35 minutes to go here. Big free kick. Just out to the right. Little Messi puts it inside. Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, I don't know if playing it around is the go here. I think, to be fair, Argentinians are not exactly the tallest. So, yeah, maybe that isn't the play. Maybe it is the play just to whip it all around. I'm not too sure that they have a fantastic amount of heading ability in this Argentinian team. Messi, good work until the Egyptian defense was just a little bit too good for him. And now it's going to come back up here for Argentina in their defense. It's just going to be all Argentina ball here in this second half. And they put this ball across. Look at how many Argentina players are in the attack, though. And Mustafa Shabir, very good. Very good for Mustafa Shabir to come out for that one. And they'll keep this ball. How are you going to break down all these players here, though? Like, there's just no room. This is the problem going down to one of these lower-ranked opposition teams. And the chemistry will be on point with the fact that most of their players play for the same team in Egypt. Throw in. Did you see all the Mexican and England fans clapping and hugging each other after the game? Didn't see that, but that's not the majority. That's not how the majority of them reacted. Unfortunately, a lot of the Mexicans did not react in the same way that is portraying there. But I'm sure that there is probably some videos of some people being really kind and understanding about it. But there is a majority of the opposite. And they'll whip this ball inside, and it will be Egyptian ball. Back to Argentina, though. Again, that's the minority. I promise you. It's a minority because it's not been nice. It's not been nice from the Mexicans. And there was a lot more videos of people having this done to them inside the stadium and whatnot. Oh, nice work here from Egypt. Nice work here from Egypt. They've got a good counter here. They've got a great counter. 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 Martinez. It's a goal for Egypt. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 here for Egypt. It's 2-0 for Egypt. Oh my gosh, Argentina. Oh my gosh, Argentina. It's 2-0. Egypt, surely you're going with this now. Argentina are throwing it all away. Egypt might be about to knock out Argentina here. This is amazing. Today I feel Egyptian. Oh, VAR. What do you mean VAR, Sundo? I think you're probably a bit early there if you've seen something. I don't think it is. I thought he was onside. Oh my gosh, Argentina. What is going on here? You need to go all out attack right now, but Egypt are going to have their entire team on the back. I don't know what this defensively is. That was fantastic from the right winger. But what do you mean, VAR? Oh, VAR is getting involved here for a potential free. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a free kick. Argentina. It's no goal. Oh, no, it's not a goal. It's going to be a no goal here because he does step on his foot right there. This is going to be a no goal. This is going to be a free kick to Argentina in a really good attacking area. This is not going to be a goal. He has, where they've won the ball back here, Egypt. Where they've won the ball back, it's going to be not a goal. Yep. Nah, look, it is what it is. Like, it's where they won the ball. After review. Yep. In the offensive. Yep, it's going to be a free kick. At the end of the day, guys, where they've won the ball, where Egypt have won the ball has been where the foul was committed. I know it was a long way up the other end of the field, but at the end of the day, that is where, one, he pulls his shirt and also steps on his foot, and that's where they win the ball back that then proceeds to end up being the goal. It doesn't matter about it being too far back because that is quite literally where they've won the ball. I bet on Argentina, but that's bullshit. Well, it's not, though, because that's where they've won the ball. It's a lifeline for Argentina, and it's sad there to see no goal there for Egypt. Rigton can't deny it. Absolutely can deny it. It is where they've won the ball. Egypt have won the ball back via a foul. What are we talking about? He has put his foot on top of the Argentina player. He has pulled his shirt. How can you not call that as a foul? Oh my gosh, it was nearly a goal for Argentina. It is a foul, regardless of how far back it is. That is where they won the ball to then proceed to go on a straight run to go and score a goal at the other end of the field. What do you mean can't deny, Jason? I absolutely can deny it. It's how they won the ball. It's not like a previous play or anything like that. Argentina put the ball back inside, and now it's going to be Argentina ball outside the box. Fact is, we wouldn't be reacting like this if it wasn't against the underdog. Absolutely, Leaguey, but it's not even about that. It's just that that people are looking to find a way to hate on the referees because it's a Messi game and an Argentina game. It is quite literally where the ball was won. How many fouls not called this tournament has absolutely zero to do with this conversation. They are separate incidents, individual incidents. That is quite literally a foul. What are we arguing here? I don't understand the point of what you're trying to make here, Jason. You just said can't deny it. Why are you now trying to go away to... You're shifting the goalpost to other calls. Is that a foul or is that not a foul? Is that where they won the ball or is that not where they won the ball? It's very black and white in regards to that. Just because it's up the other end of the field does not then justify that that's not where the ball has been turned over. So they've scored the goal on the back of that foul being taken and you're saying rigged and can't deny it. Because why? Because you obviously want a reason to criticize Argentina and Lionel Messi. If you're looking at that on an Egyptian standpoint and Argentina just scored, I guarantee you've got the opposite opinion and you say that is a foul and that is exactly where they won the ball back. How can you justify not calling that when that is where they won the ball? Oh man, it just frustrates me watching games like this with Portugal or with Argentina because people they don't like to actually look. For example, when people talk about the 2022 World Cup with Argentina, all of the penalties were penalties. Every single penalty was a penalty for Argentina, but people never look at that because they want to see either the underdog win here of Egypt, who are also still winning 1-0 and also still looking better than Argentina regardless, but people will always look beyond what they're actually seeing because of their preconceived biases in terms of I'm either a Ronaldo fan or I'm a Lionel Messi fan. It really is grinding. It's so grinding. And then you get rigged and apparently there is no argument that you can make for it. There is an absolute argument you can make for it. But the Messi step on calf wasn't a foul. But the point is, it has nothing to do with previous calls. Is this or is this not the correct call? Is this or is this not the correct call? Fuck all the other fouls. If you can disagree with them, you can disagree with them. Is this or is this not the foul in which they turned the ball over to then proceed to score the goal? Yes or no? Yes or no? You can disagree about other calls all you like. Yes or no? It's amazing. It's literally how they got the goal. It's amazing. 64 minutes gone here. It must be a wake-up call now. Argentina in urgency mode. Well, they should have been on a wake-up call before, but yeah, you're right. They need to bring on more attackers. Because right now, Egypt is the better team. Egypt have been the better team throughout this game. Christian Romero to Lionel Messi. Well, it's a foul, can't argue that. Correct. It's a foul where they've won the ball to then proceed to score the goal. Is it unlucky against Egypt? Absolutely, but it's a foul. Is it frustrating for Egypt? That's a risky pass back. Is it frustrating for Egypt? Absolutely. If you're getting around the underdogs, absolutely. But it is the correct call. I've seen goals given for the same thing in the Premiership. Okay, Gary. 65 minutes gone. Gary, you know better than this, bro. Come on. Don't buy into it. I know you're better than this, my man. So Argentina with the ball, they put this ball back into the middle. I just felt bad for Egypt. That was the only logic I was using. Absolutely. It's fine to feel bad for Egypt, but also common sense tells you that absolutely is a free kick. It's still completely fine to be frustrated for Egypt oh, wow, that's a corner here for Argentina. It's still completely justified to feel bad for the team that hasn't scored the goal because it was an amazing goal there from Egypt on the counter. But that doesn't take away from what originally happened. But it's still fine and still completely acceptable to feel that frustration for that team. So Lautaro Martinez and Nico Gonzalez are going to come on here for Argentina. Tagliafico and De Paul will come off here. This is a heavy attacking-minded play here. Every time you educate and go off, an ad interrupts. And that is what happens with the old YouTube. Yeah, I caved in and just brought premium light. Yeah, look, it makes sense. Oh, Messi inside the box. That's going to be blocked away for a corner. Very close, but it will be a corner here for Argentina. Yeah, look, that's what I always say, like, especially with our streams and whatnot, when you're sitting and watching games, you don't want to miss something. It's like, you guys can do what you want, but the best thing is to have that YouTube premium on the basis that it means that you don't get any ads from YouTube. Argentina whip it in, and that'll be headed away from Egypt. And this is Mohamed Salah who can counter. Look at how heavy attacking Argentina are. This is going to be how we're going to see this rest of this second half play out. Egypt are going to have plenty of opportunities on the counter here to take it to a 2-0. Here we go. Here's a chance. Whips it in. It's a goal. This one's a goal. This one's a goal. This one's a goal. This one's a goal for Egypt. This one's a goal for Egypt, and this is going to have plenty of opportunity here because Argentina are so heavily on the attack. They have to put everybody up, and Egypt right now, they are able to get the counters. You're not going to be able to take this one away from them because this has come directly off of a counter. There is no issue with this one. Oh my gosh, we got that game. Bro, there's 23 minutes to go in the game, man. Belgium were down 2-0 to Senegal with 4 minutes left of the game. That's game. Guys, you're killing me. You're killing me here in this chat. You're killing me. You're killing me here in this chat, man. You really... Guys, we're better than this. We're better than this, man. There's 23 minutes to go, and we've got that game. But that's a great counter-attack. That's an unbelievable counter-attack, and Egypt have been clearly the better team here in this game. Clearly the better team. Park the bus. Well, they are parking the bus. This is quite literally parking the bus because they're countering off the back of it. It is brilliant stuff. It is brilliant stuff here. Egypt have had a tactical masterclass in this game. They've been able to score that goal early. They've been able to defend off it. They've put all the men back, and then they're now able to counter. It's brilliant. It's kind of how Australia played against Turkey. Absolutely, Jason. That's exactly how Egypt are playing here. It's probably a little bit less because Turkey were attacking probably a bit more than Argentina, but it's absolutely the same emphasis. You're right, 100%. 100%. Like it that game kills me. But well, Argentina, geez, how disappointed have they been in this game? And now Argentina down this left wing, and they put it inside, and that will be cleared outside. Argentina outside the edge of the box. It should be 3-0. No, it should not be. 2-0 is the fair score of this game. Please don't do this. Argentina, they'll whip this ball across, and Egypt will clear it away. Cape Verde has obviously shown how big of a concern it is. Yeah, Jason, for sure. You know, they conceded 2 goals to Cape Verde, who had only scored those 2 goals in that second game of their group stages, but they drew 0-0 in the other 2 games. This could be the final game you will ever watch for Messi in the World Cup, by the way. Just know that with 20 minutes to go. And Egypt will clear this one away. And Argentina still the ball back in the midfield. Romero, chance here. Argentina, they don't know who wants the ball. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. Nico Gonzalez forced out for a throw-in here. Yeah, Cape Verde is clearly showing they they showed that Argentina's defense is lackluster. Well, this is going to be a hydration break here, guys. 20 minutes to go of the game. 70 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 20 minutes to go, and Egypt lead 2-0. Oh, it's going to take an absolute show. It's going to have to take an absolute miracle here from Argentina. No way we're losing 3 legends this week. Yeah, all in the round of 16. Neymar to Norway. And then, well, it was actually day to day. So Neymar to Norway, and the next day was was Ronaldo to Spain. And then today it's Messi to Egypt. League says Ronaldo has never lost to Egypt in a World Cup knockout in 2026. Checkmate, Messi fans. Jason says 3 penalties for Argentina incoming. Oh, I'm not even going to buy it. I'm not even going to bite on it. I'm not even going to buy it. I really hope the more football streams we do here, the more serious people become. I really do. I really do. It'll kill me if this is the kind of notion that we're going to continuously see on streams. That if we don't get out the game that we want, if we don't get exactly what we want, I'm calling corrupt. Jess says, good evening. Get around you, Jess. I wonder if Messi will retire from international football. Probably. I'd assume so, Aussie Spaceman. I'd assume so. I don't... Yeah, it would literally take the greatest player of all time to get them back into this. Yeah, look, if they were able to win this game from here, jeez, it'd nearly be undisputed, wouldn't it? It'd nearly be undisputed. Like, even though you could argue it's undisputed now, but like, jeez, if he mastered something to turn this game around, like what Belgium did against Senegal, like, it would just be something, wouldn't it? Double for a tie, but 3 is a miracle. Yeah, but 2 is what they need. 2 is what they need. FIFA just fell to their knees. FIFA right now, they were begging for a Portugal versus Argentina quarterfinal. Obviously, that couldn't happen anyway because Portugal came second, but they were begging for Portugal and Argentina to play each other, and now they're both looking likely to go out in the same round in the space of 24 hours. I only just recovered from the England win. That was great. We will be live on Saturday night your time, but Sunday morning our time for England taking on the Norwegians. All right, so change is coming for Argentina. Molina comes off. Montiel will come on. 17 minutes to go here. Trezeguet will come on for Egypt. It's going to be all-out defense for Egypt and all-out attack here from Argentina. Argentina with this ball inside. Oh, good defense there from Egypt. That was a great opportunity. But I promise you, Egypt will still get plenty of counter-attacking opportunities. If they make this 3-0, it's game. If they make this 3-0, it's game. 2-0 with 17 minutes to go is not a game. Egypt's right wing was incredible against Australia. Has been incredible today as well. Dude, Egypt have just been clearly the better team here today. Argentina have been really, really sloppy overall. And Mustafa Shabir has absolutely deserved it. Yeah, Messi, Ronaldo. Don't forget Neymar, Lily. Don't forget Neymar. And this will be Argentina ball again. And that's going to come out here for Argentina, who whip this ball back inside the box. Egypt just get it across. And that's going to be a goal kick. That'll be a goal kick. Lautaro Martinez couldn't put that ball on goal. Chats from us says, history says that the team that Australia loses to in the knockout wins the tournament. Just saying, stop it. Stop it. What a spicy semi-final setup. We don't have semi-finals yet. We've only got quarterfinals at the moment. Whoever wins this game plays Colombia, Switzerland in the quarterfinals. Damn, this now is really hitting home in regards to the end of the era. Like, I look forward to Kylian Mbappe and Haaland and Vinicius Jr. and Lamine Yamal and all this era, but My gosh, like right now, we might be about to see the last 15 minutes of an absolute era, son. Is Laurie Daly coaching Argentina? Pretty much, man, right now. Pretty much. No, I just think that, look, it's so difficult to go back-to-back. Like, France nearly did it in 2022, but it's so difficult to go back-to-back. And Argentina did look shaky in the World Cup qualifiers. They did lose to Paraguay as well, mind you, in the qualifiers. And they have looked shaky, and maybe it's just that one too many. Oh, here we go. Chance here. And they'll be cleared away from Egypt. It's going to be offside. Yeah, he is offside. Ooh, it was close. Yeah, he's probably offside there. Yeah, whole era went this whole week. Now we see if Messi can do it. 14 minutes left. Hassem Hassan goes off. Trezeguet. Oh, that already was a couple moments now. They just showed it on screen. Trezeguet came on. Argentina. End of an era, eh? Might need to edit my fantasy team though. A lot of editing is going to be needed now. A lot of editing. And also Messi missing the penalty in his final game too, which is crazy work. Mustafa Zico. I did say he'd have a good game today. I did say before the game started that Mustafa Zico would be good. He scored the goal. Damn, I'm hitting a wall though as well. Oh my gosh, chance to end it right now for Egypt. And it is into the side ending for a goal kick. I'm hitting a wall as we speak. I'll be sad if they go out. I wanted us to beat those wankers and send Messi his way. Dear me. Hold on. Argentina in the midfield. But they've not looked like they've had moments, but they've not looked amazingly likely throughout the whole of the game. Yeah, they've had all the possession, and yeah, they've had all the shots, but they've not looked amazingly likely. Argentina. Oh, that's Messi there. Like Messi in, like, not little Messi, but Messi the word. Montiel. McAllister. Messi tries to put it in, but it's blocked away from one of the Egyptian defenders. This would be a miracle if they won this game. Like, geez, it would be so against how this game's played out. And headed up there from Egypt. This will be corner for Argentina. Yes, couldn't believe he missed that pen. I would have put my house on him getting in it. Oh, it's just the way it goes. Welcome to the sport. Welcome to football. Messi apparently has the worst penalty record in World Cups. That's crazy to hear. And headed down. Still Argentina ball, though. They'll get another chance to whip it in, and it will be blocked away by the Egyptian defender. It'll be a throw-in. Yeah, if Laurie Daly was coaching, Messi would not have been playing, but Messi's not been great here. Messi has not been fantastic in this game so far. Yeah, the commentary's saying it. I can't remember a meaningful good chance that Argentina have had, their last one. Probably the penalty, really. Or the Julian Alvarez. What? It's a goal. It's a goal here for Argentina. It's back 2-1. Oh my gosh. It's not going to happen, is it? Christian Romero has scored. It's 2-1. Oh no. Oh no. It's 2-1. Could it happen here, folks? Could it happen? We've seen a lot of late drama. I think they're trying to claim offside here. They're trying to claim offside here. Is he on? Is he on? He's onside. He's onside. He's onside. This is 2-1, and we have got a game. We have got a game. Yeah, Jess, always wait to hear me commentate it. Otherwise, it is a timeout. You've got to wait to hear me commentate it because some people aren't able to watch the game. So you got to wait to hear me commentate it. Mistake says, I'm not even mad. I lost my bet. Nothing but respect for Egypt. Bro, this game's not over yet. This is football, man. This is football. So Omar Mamouche will come on here for Egypt. Wow, interesting call. Interesting call for them to use that, but Argentina still the ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here come Argentina, man. Little Messi puts his ball in chance, and that will be just punched away for a throw-in. No, it's not even going to go over for a throw-in. That's going to be a throw-in for Egypt. That'll be a throw-in for Egypt. I really wanted a Portugal and Argentina final. See two legends battle it against each other, and now we'll likely see their last World Cup final, and two legends bow to the World Cup and got it. Not necessarily yet here for Argentina and Messi, but 10 minutes to go here at the game, folks. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. That will be a throw-in now for Argentina in the attacking half. The haters' bums all clench. Exactly right, Commissar. You know it, man. You know it. So is FIFA. Gianni Infantino. His bum would be real clenched right now because he really wants Messi to keep it on, cracking on for the views. But this is going to be a wild final 10 minutes here, man. Argentina down this right wing. Little Messi inside the box, puts it back here, and that's going to be a corner. Corner coming up for Argentina. Corner coming up for Argentina. Pressure on Egypt now. It's still on Argentina, but my gosh, if they find a way to get a second goal here, my goodness. The pressure is still on Argentina. They're the ones still down 2-1. 8 minutes to go. They're with the ball inside, punched away here from the keeper, and then kicked away and cleared away from Egypt. Come Egypt, fall over, waste time, park the bus. They are parking the bus, that's for sure. They parked the bus all second half. And fair enough. Here we go, chance here. Little Messi. Oh my gosh, it's been headed wide. That was an amazing run from Lionel Messi, but it'll be headed wide here from Argentina, from Lautaro Martinez. Oh my gosh, that was a chance. He puts a good ball inside. Martinez gets down for it. Could have easily been a goal. I think keeper saves that. Mustafa should be up, but it is wide. Martinez had a great opportunity there from a little Messi run. He does that a lot. 8 minutes to go here. 8 minutes to go. And Argentina get this ball back to the back line. And here we go. They've got space. Oh boy. Out to the left. The whole... both these countries, they would be on the edge of their seat as we speak. And they'll whip this ball inside. Here we go. Little Messi outside the box. Puts it in. Headed down. Puts it in again. Chance here. Oh my gosh. Oh! Little Messi. It's a goal for Little Messi. It's 2-2. Holy fuck me. Football, bro. How crazy is it? Oh my gosh. Little Messi has scored. He's actually the GOAT, bro. He is. He just is, bro. This is ridiculous. They were down 2-0 5 minutes ago, man. They were down 2-0 5 minutes ago, and it's Little Messi again. Oh my gosh. Holy Spaceman, you still think that was game? Bro, football, man. How good is it? Little Messi with the goal. It's 2-2. Oh, amazing scenes here. This Football World Cup, it's been crazy for late drama, man. It's been crazy for late drama. Dude, the haters right now would be in tatters. Lionel Messi has put the ball into the back of the net, and it is now 2-2, and there's still 6 minutes to go here, folks. I'd be sick as a dog on an Egypt side right now. Well, they've got to completely change their tactics, and I'm telling you, Argentina are still going to keep coming on strong here. They're going to keep coming strong right now. What a player. Cometh the man, cometh the moment, man. Cometh the man, cometh the damn well moment, bro. Oh my gosh. By the way, just want to clarify, the first goal they scored, Lionel Messi assist. Second goal they scored, Lionel Messi goal. First goal was an assist. Second goal was a goal for Lionel Messi. He has literally dragged them back into this on his own back again. Just unbelievable, man. He provided the assist for Christian Romero. I just don't think Egypt can turn this momentum with so much pressure at the back end. I agree with you. I would not be surprised if we still found another goal here for Argentina, and I would not be surprised if you know who it is. I would not be surprised if it's Lionel Messi to score. Unreal. How good is football, by the way? How good is football? How good? Shootouts? Bro, there's still 5 minutes to go here, and then we've got 5 minutes to go here, and then we've also got potentially 30 minutes of extra time before penalty shootouts, bro. Argentina with the ball. That's going to be a goal kick. Jess with the £2 donation says, sorry for upsetting the chat. No, so, Jess, it's not about that. It's just about we obviously have a rule here. Just wait till you hear me commentate it. And then once you hear me commentate it, then go for gold in the chat, because some people aren't able to watch the game. So they use me as a commentary, right? So that's why we do prevent people from speaking about what happens in the moment. You just have to be just wait a little bit. But you're completely sweet. But we have to time you out because it is consistent on the channel. Someone says, I'm keen for another 30 minutes, to be honest. Might get something to eat. Yeah, look, I'm hitting a wall right now in regards to I'm tired. Free kick at Egypt, but like I love football and I love this. Like it's great. It's great. It was what Brazil wanted against Norway. Lionel Messi, he just is something. He just is something, man. He just won't let him go out against the Egyptians, who have never been. Well, they won their first ever knockout game against Australia the other week, or the other day. But they've never gotten past this stage before. This is uncharted territory for them, obviously. Definitely not uncharted territory for Argentina. Travis, you stream the Colombia game? No, I'll be too tired, bro. The next game will be live for. We'll be live for all of the quarterfinals and both semi-finals and the final. But no, I won't be live for Colombia versus Switzerland. That's at 3 a.m. my time, man. And my sleep schedule's ruined. And I've also got State of Origin tomorrow. Did Egypt purchase the Senegalese manual on how to give up a 2-0 lead? I was trying to tell people this. You know, we had people saying it was all over. And I was like, hold on a second. Belgium, they were down 2-0 in the 86th minute. This is football. Things change very drastically. Manchester City scored 3 goals against Aston Villa on the final day of the season to win the game and win the league in a space of 6 minutes. 3 goals in 6 minutes, down 2-0. Needs his beautiful sleep for tomorrow, bro. My sleep schedule's been rocked this World Cup, man. Rocked. 2 minutes to go here in this game. What time is that for you guys tomorrow? For me, that'll be on at 5 p.m, but I'll start live at 4 p.m. For people in Australia, it'll start at 8 p.m, but I'll be live at 7 p.m. And I won't this ball across. Argentina with the ball. No, that's going to go out for a throw-in. So since they got the second goal here, it's gone back to more of an even game, which is interesting. The game has slowed down massively. It's looking likely that we're just probably going to get... Oh, 1 second here. Oh, Messi steals the ball. That's a free kick. Oh, dangerous area here. Surely not. Surely not. Lautaro Martinez is the one who's actually stole the ball there, not Messi. He let them go 2-0 down just to make things interesting. That's what he does. Commentators saying in the space of 4 days, we have Argentina versus Cape Verde, Mexico versus England. Now this, all very exciting to watch. It's been incredible. And then also Spain was a 1-0 victory. Also, Messi has just taken the lead for the Golden Boot, mind you, with 8 compared to Mbappe and Haaland on 7. But Lionel Messi took this ball in for the free kick. Oh my gosh, punched away from the keeper, Mustafa Shabir. And it comes back out here to Messi. 1 minute to go here, regulation time. You know, even Spain versus Portugal was a 1-0 winner in the 91st minute. Like, we've seen so much late drama at this World Cup. So much late drama. Argentina. If only the goal wasn't taken away, Egypt would have been happy with 2-0 momentum change and wake up for Argentina. What do you mean? Egypt still went up 2-0 and the goal taken away was fair. But Egypt still went up 2-0, so what are you talking about? And they're going to whack this ball down here into this left wing. I don't think there's a lot of time that'll be added on here. Julian Alvarez Oh, the ball was a little bit away from Messi there. Still back into Romero, then to Julian Alvarez. Sliding in Lachine. Back to Julian Alvarez. Attacking onslaught here from Argentina. Oh, nearly got that ball through there. And Egypt will wait this ball across. They can counter here. They can counter. They've got numbers. 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 Egypt. They've got numbers. Oh, Mamouche. Mamouche. Oh, that's a mate. Paredes has just made one of the defensive challenges of the World Cup. That was actually outstanding from Paredes. That is outstanding from Paredes. Oh, into the middle. Chance here. Alvarez. No, cleared away from Egypt. That stop from Paredes was outstanding. So 7 minutes added on. I wasn't expecting this. 7 minutes added on. This ball's going end to end right now. It's mainly still Argentina end, but that was a great opportunity there for England. Not England, sorry, for Egypt. 6 minutes left here of added time. Still 2-2. And whipped in. Oh, that was a great chance for Egypt again. It is now end to end. You're right. They're trying to claim a foul inside the penalty area, but I wouldn't trust it. Five minutes left here of added time. Egypt inside the box. No, that's completely fine. It's not a pen. Oh no, they've got numbers. Oh no, they're away. Oh, they're away here, Argentina. They're away. Lautaro Martinez. He whips his ball inside. Headed down. It's a goal. It's 3-2 and Argentina are going to go through. Argentina have come back from 2-0 down. How good is football, son? How good is football? How good is football? How good is football? It's 3-2 Argentina. Haters are in the mud. 3-2 Argentina. Lionel Messi has pulled them back into it, and he has taken it away, and he has broken the hearts. Where's Akagmi? Where's the bloke who creates all the fake accounts? Where's that Egyptian bloke who creates all the fake accounts? How you feeling, big boy? How you feeling, big boy? 1, no mates, and also 2, I hope you're enjoying the show right now. Welcome to the fucking show. Welcome to the show of football. 3-2 Argentina. 5 minutes to go here of added time. That's what happens in football. This is how it all changes. Argentina have taken the lead 3-2. Welcome to the show. Amazing header, Brenton says. That's what happens. Got to wait for VAR, though, if there is a VAR. You've got to wait for the referee to confirm it. And Kamasala trying to milk penalty at the other end. It would be amazing. It would be insane if we saw an Egyptian penalty given on the other side. Argentina veritable. That was hard to say, Leggy, but what would be crazy is if they came back and called that as a penalty on the other side. I don't think they will, but it would have been crazy if they... Could you imagine they take away Argentina's goal and then give a penalty to Egypt on the other side? Now, that would be something. Now, that would be something. Oh, there's a red card here for one of the Egyptians. Oh, the sideline official. The sideline official received a yellow. Yeah, look. Scaloni was having a heart attack. He didn't even celebrate. He was just like, wow, we got through. Elijah's what a comeback. They won't call it foul back for Egypt, but do for Argentina. Was it a foul though, Jason? Was it a foul though? Or are you just saying that because that's what you want to say? Was it a foul? Like, have you seen it? Have you guaranteed that it was a foul on the other side of the field? Because otherwise, what are you saying? I'd like to see it again. Because I haven't seen another showing of it. So it's interesting that you've had the showing of it. So Medina and Otamendi are about to come on here. You get a card. You get a card. Yep. Telefoot foul. Have you seen it, Jason? Or because you just seem to be... You're probably watching it on SBS right now. We actually haven't seen a good shot of it right now. So it's very interesting that you have such an adamant opinion that Argentina have robbed Egypt here and that Salah has clearly been fouled when nobody else is talking about it because we actually haven't seen too much of an angle of it just yet. If I can see the angle and I can see if it's a foul or not, that'd be great. And then I'd agree with you, I'd disagree with you. But for the time being, I don't know where you're getting this amazing, incredible angle that you're claiming to have seen. Lodge says, yep, I haven't watched the game. Is only watching Ice Show Speeds live. Fair enough, man. Wow, Argentina apparently have never overturned a 2-goal deficit to go and win before. Zizzo comes on. Guys, there is a foul in the box when Egypt tap, a referee wants nothing to do with it. Well, let's go back and have a look at it because we haven't been seeing an angle because I truly, genuinely believe that people here who are complaining about a foul in the box have not received a good angle to see it, but you want to just assume that there is a foul in the box. I guarantee it. I guarantee it because we haven't been given any form of angle in regards to proving this, but everybody here is very immediate in regards to, oh, it must have been a foul to Egypt. Must have been a foul. Salah was not fouled. No, Sundo, apparently Salah must have been a foul because it was Argentina. It must have been. Do you guys see the problem with this? This is the issue with Argentina games. Jason, do you see the problem with this? Do you see the problem with this kind of commentary and with this kind of thought process? You're immediately wanting there to be a foul against Argentina. I don't believe that you think there is a foul because I don't think that you've actually seen good footage of what you're talking about. I believe that you genuinely just want there to be a foul, so until then you will call rigged because it doesn't suit the agenda that you want that Argentina goes out here and Egypt receives a penalty and they go and win the game. Do you see the issue with this? Commissar says the angle of that header was delicious. A beautiful header. Egypt were in control of this game, and then Argentina have just said, you know what, hold my beer. We're still waiting here. 7 minutes gone. Seb says, come on, we need the England and Argentina win next round. It's time for the hand of God. Get back and us to send them packing and send Messi out. Dude, what a game that would be, though. What a game. What a game that would be. But Argentina would have to get past either Colombia or Switzerland, and England will have to get past the Norwegian Viking that is Erling Haaland. Egypt here still not out of this one yet, though. The game has not been called just yet. Argentina will break away. Argentina will break away like that of Martinez. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. Let's not pretend that Egypt hasn't been milking like a dairy farm Mortoni either. Absolutely, Commissar. But the issue is that people want to see... They want to see Argentina out, so they are so adamant that there is a penalty. They're so adamant that there's a foul. They're so adamant there's a red card. They're so adamant that it's always negative against Argentina. But because it doesn't go their way, they claim that it's rigged from the officials. The same thing happened in 2022 in the World Cup. Same thing. None of us have had a pure angle. None of us have had a fantastic angle. Look at this bench, though. This Egyptian bench is going nuts. They're getting all cards here. Card. Like, Egypt, you've been very good today. I've really appreciated Egypt today. But you are going to get beaten by the better team. But, like, you have been brilliant to watch. Does anyone want Argentina to win this World Cup who isn't Argentinian? I wouldn't care if they won it. But the same thing goes for, like, England. It's like people who hate England will always immediately believe that the referee is rigged in favour of England. Like, the same thing goes for France and Kylian Mbappe and whatnot. I just want a good World Cup, and whoever wins it is the best team in the world. All this for Argentina to lose Switzerland. Well, I think Colombia get through Switzerland, but even so, like, you can't guarantee Argentina to win any of their games at the moment. You can't. You can't guarantee they win Colombia versus Switzerland. Whoever wins Colombia-Switzerland, you can't guarantee Argentina beats them because they're not guaranteed. They're not perfect right now. Salah was scamming a penalty, clearly a dive. Well, again, Small Budu, I can't agree with it just yet. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I think they did get a red card, Brendan. One of their coaching staff did get a red card. Argentina with the ball in the corner. They're just going to soak up the time down here. They just soak up the time down here. Still there, ball. What a World Cup this has been, by the way. It's been an incredible World Cup. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Salah wasn't even the one taking down at the ball. He got tackled in the box cleanly, and I'm missing something. Sunday, you're starting to understand what I'm saying now. You understand what I'm saying about the fact that people don't know what they're actually talking about. They just want it to be the case. And Argentina down this left wing. Lautaro Martinez, they still haven't called it. It's 3 minutes past the out of time. Martinez just using up the seconds down here. Argentina are going to be going through to play either Colombia or Switzerland after an amazing comeback here. Down 2-0 with 12 minutes to go. And they are going to win this. Look at Lautaro Martinez going up against the Egyptians. The Egyptians are salty, bro. Akagmi, you salty, bro? I know you're watching. Hey, Akagmi, where are you? Go create another fake account, my man. Akagmi, go create another account, big fella. Welcome to the show. $11 points for Messi. No, I'm very happy with it, Seb. Yep. And there we go. It's all over. Argentina are through. Argentina have found an absolute miracle. Lionel Messi has pulled them out of nowhere. He got the assist for the first goal for Christian Romero. He got the goal for the second one that brought them to 2-2. He didn't have anything involved with the third one, but my gosh, what a damn well game. What a damn well player. That is the FIFA World Cup. And Egypt just thrown away the unlosable, and Argentina have gone and won the unwinnable. My gosh, what a performance. Mustafa Zico and Yasser Ibrahim both take the lead there for Egypt 2-0. 79th minute Romero, Messi assist, Messi goal in the 84th, and then they go and score the final goal there in the 92nd minute, which was Enzo Fernandez. And by the way, that's probably the last time you're going to see Mohamed Salah play for Egypt at the World Cup. So whilst you don't say goodbye to Messi just yet, you will be saying goodbye to Mohamed Salah, I would assume. It's weird the Champions League qualifiers are on now as well. I don't think they're on right this very second, are they? I think they're on in a couple of weeks, aren't they? I don't think so. First leg matches played on July 7th. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they are right now. And second leg matches scheduled for... That's right, because FC Kairat, they are playing. I'm just there a little bit too late. Otherwise, I would have gone to one of those qualifying games. Yeah, they play Sutjeska tonight. Now they know how we felt. Penalties are worse, to be fair. But you're right. To be fair, Egypt know how we feel. They've done it all before. Flick is well done, Egypt, Argentina, and Messi, a true class. They just know what to do. They just know how to get the job done, man. But that is game, folks. And that's going to do us here for today's stream. We will see you tomorrow for State of Origin between Queensland and New South Wales. Our next World Cup stream is going to be when France take on Morocco. We still don't know who plays Argentina just yet. It will be either Switzerland or Colombia. But we will see the next game, which will be France versus Morocco on Friday morning for us in Australia. Then we've got Spain versus Belgium on Saturday morning. And then we'll have Norway versus England and also Argentina versus either Colombia or Switzerland on Sunday. So we'll be live for all four of those games. And just what an absolute tournament this has been. It's been incredible, man. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for new around here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. Welcome to the show, son. Welcome to the show, baby. Welcome to the damn well show.